And we are back from the break. The party is resting, continuing on returning to Orvan after the blast of Krivul blowing up. We did get a raid, so welcome raiders. Thank you very much. You're coming in on a bit of a post dungeon crawl, sort through all the loot session today, but I hope it will still be fun and interesting for you guys.
They've been playing Spelljammer too.
Oh, they've been playing Spelljammer. Nice, excellent.
Yeah, that's the Guild of Troll. They do a Spelljammer game today.
Ah, excellent, excellent. Welcome everyone. So one thing that I did want to mention as well, you guys do have to pay your crew. That passed a couple days ago. I think I forgot to mention it when it did. It was right before you got to Krivul, though.
I think we paid that time.
I have it marked as not having been paid.
At least you mentioned it.
Okay. Do we have enough
No,
money?
it's been a while. We do have enough to pay 1 month here, so I will deduct that.
All right. And to a certain extent, like a lot of times they don't actually get paid until like you go to a port or you get home, kind of thing. This is partly to just keep on top of it, and so that you're not like all of a sudden, all right, now you owe 10 months worth of pay to them, kind of thing.
Just like my Thieves Guild fee when I get back.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an arm and a leg.
Okay, so, it is a new day. Let's see. Solas, you wanted to cast Raise Dead on the second human crew member who died?
Yeah, Braxon will go around again and ask all the crew to send some prayers to Ogma, especially the guy that got raised from the dead yesterday. Hearsay to Solas before he goes round. Would it help if people held books or something?
No, that's not necessary.
Okay. And that does work. Both of those crew members are basically bedridden for a week, however.
Yeah. And then I will be casting Mending on the Flitter.
Okay. That will completely restore the flitter.
And I think you said that there was still some Mending I can do on the ship, so I will cast one Mending on the ship.
Okay. So that'll be another hull point restored.
And Levalithana will go for Identify.
Okay. Let's see if your wild magic blows up.
She will go for 3 of them, I think.
No, you can only go for 2 in a day.
I've done the whole
2 of them, then in that case.
Okay.
Oh, as a note-keeping thing, I am casting Continual Darkness on Dagger that I lost.
All right.
I'm back.
Refreshing it, basically.
Okay, what item do you want to start identifying?
Oh, unmuting.
That helps.
A 7-foot-long spear.
Okay.
Of dark wood with a gleaming steel head.
Okay. That spear deals. It's infused with negative energy that when a creature is struck by it, also injures them, like their actual life energy. In addition, it has a chance of paralyzing creatures struck as well. And it does have a moderate number of charges. remaining.
Okay. A 7-foot spear with a haft of nut brown wood.
Okay. All right. That one. So, as you do handle that spear,
Mhm.
Your soul is sucked out your body.
it burns you for 6 points of damage.
Ow! See, I asked you whether we.
That's what I want to do, detect good and evil, but here.
And you do learn that this spear offers the wielder complete immunity to energy draining and enervating attacks when wielded. And in addition, it can emit a sunburst once per week. It is, as you have discovered, only usable by certain alignments of people.
Was just going to ask. Okay.
That is something that you would have to actually
pass it around.
pass it around, yes. To
Would
determine.
no alignment possibly get that?
I got detect good and evil, both memorized.
No alignment would not necessarily detect that. Like, if it has an alignment, it might detect that, but that doesn't, like, just because something can only be wielded by certain people doesn't necessarily mean that the item itself has an alignment.
What kind of spear is it exactly?
It's just a standard spear. Both of them are
So
just
it's not long
standard
spear?
spears. No.
Yeah, it's probably a lawful alignment, at the very least.
Solas tries to pick it up.
Okay. Solas, you suffer 5 points of damage.
Alright, it's not lawful good.
Not. Alright, Lafdul, try his luck. Chaotic neutral.
Alright. You suffer 3 points of damage.
Only for. Oh, that didn't hurt me as much.
Do we have anybody that's chaotic good?
Finn will give it a try.
He's neutral, so.
Finn, you are unaffected.
Oh, guess he's. Item's paid for.
You can
Wait,
handle that just fine.
Are you neutral good or neutral?
No, he's just neutral.
Finn is true neutral.
Oh.
Unaligned.
I had a feeling this might be potentially nature related, so.
Do you want it, Finn?
Well,
Yeah,
that's just it. I can't really use spears.
Oh, right.
Oh. Wait, you just have to hold it though, don't you? Wait, sorry. Is it effectively like holding like a wand or a rod or a scepter? You're just holding it in your hand.
It would be holding staff since it's 7 foot.
Yeah, I mean, you can hold it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to give you all the protections and everything like that. And it might have problems with spellcasting or other weapon wielding or something like that.
Oh, it's a spear. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a spear.
thinking it was something else.
Next item. A thin-bladed steel dagger with a greenish cast.
Okay. That dagger is specifically designed for throwing, and it has enchantments to aid in its ability to strike a target and injure a target at range. Okay, next up.
Yep, just right. Yeah, okay. We are at the glass vial with a bright purple fluid inside.
All right, give me a second. Right, purple. There we go. All right. Alright, that is a potion of magic resistance, and it does what it says. The imbiber gets a measure of resistance against magic when drunk. It definitely looks like it has multiple, like it's not just drink the whole thing. I'm not sure how many times you can sip out of it, but it's definitely not a just drink the whole thing down.
Okay. A thick ceramic jar with a golden honeysuckle scented oil inside.
Okay.
If you're wondering why I'm clicking on the items, I'm adding it to the master list of what potions we've identified and what they do.
Alright, that is Oil of Sight, and it aids and enhances an individual's sight when rubbed into the eyes.
A ceramic flask with a puce-colored liquid inside.
Okay. That is a potion of superior healing, and it heals substantially more than a potion of extra healing.
A steel flask filled with a pitch black syrupy liquid.
Okay. That is a potion of rainbow hues. The imbiber can change their personal hue to anything else that they want, any other hue or any combination of hues.
What's a hue?
Color.
So
Change your skin type or something, I guess. I'd be interested in that, Falafel.
Skin and clothes.
Okay.
Oh.
A glass vial.
It is temporary.
A glass vial filled with a murky purple fluid.
Okay. That is a potion of invisibility.
Is that just one dose, or can it be sipped?
It can be sipped.
Okay. A thick cloth pillow.
All right. All right, and this will be the last item that you get with that identification. That pillow doubles the rate at which hit points are regained, and cuts by half the time needed to rest in order to regain spells.
Nice.
Doesn't change the memorization time, it just changes how much time you actually need to rest.
So Leva has another chance at a wild search.
All right. Anyone wanna speak up to try to change the outcome? Lafdul, you know. All right, so you're casting your second identify. Okay, that is going to be. All right. No wild search.
Really?
Yep.
What happened?
I knew I could believe in you, Leva.
Because I didn't say anything while she was casting the spell.
I know, Lafdul. You need to speak up more.
I'll do it when it counts.
What item?
The blanket.
Is that what's next?
What? A thick quilted golden blanket, yes.
All right. That That blanket maintains a comfortable temperature for anyone sleeping under it, within reason of the outside temperature, however.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one we were already using? Or a different one?
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Would
have
it-
two magical blankets.
So would it made it comfortable to sleep in the hot or cold side of Rattle then?
Within reason.
Take the edge off.
Maybe.
At the very least.
You're not sure exactly what the range is. It obviously would not let you sleep comfortably. Like, you can pretty reasonably realize that it would not let you sleep comfortably at the hottest part of the elemental plane of fire or the coldest part of the para-elemental plane of cold.
Could I roll spellcraft on knowing whether or not my spell would override if I cast Aura of Discomfort on it?
You would have to experiment with that.
Because that extends that you experience hot and cold. I'm wondering if that would override. Yeah, alright. Carry on.
So glass flask with a clear liquid.
Alright, just a second. Need to stop having clear liquids, clearly. Alright, I have that as identified already. Do I have another one?
This is
Yeah.
alteration elemental. I think we have several clear liquids.
Is this from the Cravol cube?
Yeah,
Just a
the
second.
one
This
before
is
was
from the
from
group,
earlier
yes.
earlier ruin.
This is from 2 weeks ago.
Alright, give me a
It's
second.
in the same group, I guess, like the glass
yep,
vial filled with
I
a
found
blood red liquid.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, glass flask or alabaster flask?
Glass.
Alright, maybe I didn't get it on here. Hold on a second. This is from
It's-
Cravul, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, it goes together with the glass vial filled with the blood red liquid.
We found them, if I remember correctly, in one of the secret alcoves next to a bed.
Mm. And the silver plate and the book.
It's alteration elemental water, if that helps.
Do you want to postpone it?
I may have given you the wrong identification earlier then. Because
All right.
that should be a potion of sweet water, but I think there's only one.
We did have a potion of sweet water.
He did tell us a potion of sweet water earlier.
Yes.
Do you have... What was that?
Yeah,
in?
that was
From Bavalna.
What is
that's
it in?
opened up.
Glass flask.
Yeah, filled with a clear liquid.
Alteration elemental water. They're both the same.
Yeah, we might have two.
Alright, give me a second.
Maybe we got it
Well,
wrong.
This one's
There's
got-
either duplication or I didn't copy over an item, so...
Yeah, I mean, I just copied what Old gave me in the
This
Discord
one's...
group chat.
Hang on, this one says it comes from the cube. It's the first one on the list. From the cube.
Yeah.
Scroll up in the group chat. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
there's no sweet
mind.
water on Cravul.
Oh.
The
Send you
list
the-
as you gave it is on the 14th. You had the dark green capuchon cut stones on top of it. And then the glass flask with the clear liquid.
You looking from your own notes?
Hmm?
Are you looking from your own notes?
Yes.
Okay. I gave you wrong information.
How
Gas.
dare you?
Yeah. So that
You
one,
fool.
I'm sorry. Detected as divination.
The one we're talking about now.
Yes. That's by the blood red liquid glass vial with
Yeah.
the blood red liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow, oily liquid, opaque white.
Yeah.
Pink, red.
I found it. Yeah, so I gave you wrong information. That is divination, and an identification is going to reveal. That is a potion of clarity, and it both negates the effects of a feeble mind spell and grants the imbiber true seeing.
Nice.
Some of these potions I may have to ask you about after the game.
Glass vial filled with a blood red liquid.
Okay. All right. That one, it acts as a potion of super heroism, but all foes within 20 feet of the imbiber attack them.
It's also taunt.
It's
Taunting.
taunt potion. Call it potion of taunting.
We don't need that. Braxon can do that on his own.
I
with
love that.
I think this is something that Ockar is going to really want.
Well, don't guess. What were you saying, Ockar?
I already put my interest down for that one.
I was just teasing.
I want to
Since-
note that the item description specifically says, to paladins and other heroic figures, this potion has considerable appeal. So I just want to say that, truth in advertising. That is
And
called
here
a
I thought
potion of
Solas would want
tragic
that one.
heroism. I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry, Finn.
And here I thought Solas would want that one.
Yes.
Is this one
Weren't
distinctively...
potions of heroism for fighters only?
Why are they for fighters only? Because it gives fighter levels.
Oh,
All right, next up.
Glass flask filled with a transparent yellow oily liquid.
All right, that is a potion of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
what does the potion of freedom do?
Free action.
Oh, I already have that ring.
And the next is alabaster flask filled with an opaque white liquid.
That is a potion of strength. Grants the imbiber strength of 18.
And then we have the alabaster flask filled with a pinkish red liquid.
Sorry, what was the previous item again?
Potion of strength.
No, what
Opaque.
was the description?
Opaque white.
Okay. Pinkish red is potion of strength, sorry.
What's the opaque white?
Yep, I'm looking.
That's necromancy, necromantic. If that helps.
I have a question
Got it.
before we go on any further.
Hold on, let me do this item because
After.
I rolled for it. That is an elixir of life, and it restores life to a single individual.
Because you've got the other one, haven't you, Lover?
Mm-hmm.
Question about the potion of freedom. Didn't someone else have a potion of freedom at one point? Because I have a conflicting school note on it.
That'll happen sometimes.
Oh.
Don't worry too much
Because
about
this one's got abjuration, mine doesn't. So either this...
It's also possible that I did a juxtaposition or something like that. I mean, you can look up the spell free action.
Yeah,
Because
the
it's
whole
going to
point of
match the
this is
spell
for
free
us
action.
to know if we got misidentified.
Next up is a large old book with covers of boiled leather and copper pages embossed with silver.
I mean, whoever's writing it down is the one who... Is that next?
Yeah.
Lewa is identifying it.
Okay. Yeah, stop spinning die. Thank you. That is a book that the reader, if the reader follows the exercises outlined within, will grant them more intelligence.
Mm?
Oh, funny enough, for some reason, Lafdul isn't going to be putting his interest into this. For no apparent reason, that makes no sense.
I mean, it's clearly because intelligence isn't useful for a priest thief character, right?
Oh no, I'm definitely going to be a rogue about this situation now when it gets divvied up.
Priest, no, that's a ceramic vial filled with a warm blue liquid.
Okay. I don't have that as being a magic detected for.
It says enchantment, charm.
And
Okay,
charm.
I didn't write it down then. Let me go ahead and do that. Alright. That is a potion that allows the imbiber to breathe out a cloud of sleep-inducing gas.
Okay.
Certain dragons do that.
It's called a potion of sleep breathing.
Okay. So next thing is a large, thick sack made of grey silk that apparently has a number of large pebble-like objects within.
Okay. Was that detected for magic?
Yes, alteration, conjuration, summoning, invocation, evocation, and creation.
Okay, I didn't make a note of that. Let me go ahead and do so. Alright. Okay. The objects inside there can be planted in soil, and something will grow from them.
Within which time span?
Doesn't really say, but you would understand that it's pretty quick.
Okay.
Like it's not like a you gotta be watering it for 6 months kind of thing.
Okay. Next,
Potion.
next is the rod that Solas is carrying. 2-foot long rod of copper and ivory.
Okay. All right. That has the power of. It has a minor power of sunlight. It has a greater power of sunlight. It has a minor power of lightning. And it has a greater power of lightning.
Nice.
And it has a moderate number of charges remaining.
Even better. A porcelain flask filled with an olive green liquid.
Okay. That is a potion of extra healing.
Then we have a long brown leather coat with an odd clasp.
All right. That is a cloak that has a minor protection bonus. Again, it needs to be modified before you can wear it.
It's part of the description. Then we have an alabaster flask with a clear liquid inside.
See, this is why I need to stop doing clear liquids. Because this
Divination.
Yeah, that is
You could just go through the color.
that is another potion of clarity.
What's that? 34 4-inch brass tubes with lead stoppers on each end, filled with loose sandy dust.
Okay, that is going to be the last identification that you're getting. And that, if you blow the dust inside at a creature, it will fall asleep.
Okay.
Each tube
Solas
is
will
one
be
use.
casting. Solas will be casting Identify.
Okay. So you're
And,
10th level.
Yeah. And we'll start with the Dwarven Shortsword.
Okay. That has a minor combat bonus.
I doubt we need to identify the scroll, since that can be checked with the read magic. Wasn't that right?
Yeah, Vordon will can check that if you want.
Yeah, the rolled up sheet of parchment.
Yep, that is a scroll of protection from magic. Okay.
Ceramic flask filled with musky brown liquid that appears to have hairs mixed in.
Potion of superheroism.
Another one.
Well, it's not the same as the other one that you got. That
Yeah, but a small 1-inch figure of an owl carved from pale lime green stone.
Okay. That can become a normal owl at the owner's desire, and it has a great ability to watch for creatures moving within an area of effect. Finn, hearing this, you will realize that this is what detected you coming down the stairs.
Oh, you saw it on someone's shoulder, didn't you, or something?
In addition, it can also be commanded to become a giant owl.
Ooh.
Hoot hoot.
What if you can hitch a ride on that owl?
It's not that big.
In a giant form? No?
Yeah, no, it's not that big. It just means that like it's either a normal owl or a giant owl, depending on what you need.
Gold ring with an unusually shaped spider-like design stamped on it.
Okay. That has a minor protection bonus.
Bone flask with foaming blue liquid.
That is a potion of extra healing.
Bone flask filled with bright pink liquid. Or pink fluid.
Alright. That is a potion of polymorph self.
Bone flask filled with an icy red liquid.
That is a potion of fire resistance.
Steel flask filled with deep purple fluid.
That is a potion of speed.
Glass flask filled with brown liquid that smells of wet soil.
And that is a potion of ESP.
Bone flask filled with a grey milky liquid.
That is a potion of gaseous form.
Gold disc-shaped brooch decorated with a leaping deer.
And that is a brooch of shielding. protect the wearer from magic missile attacks.
Like the one Ebha has.
Yep.
And
that runs out the spell.
Well, I do have the second identification also.
May
Okay.
as well.
You casting
I
it?
will be cast that. Yeah.
Okay. So the Dark Mahogany Scepter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That has the ability to drain all magical properties from an item that is touched by it
Wow.
permanently.
So we're keeping that far away from the slate.
No, but we can use it to get rid of a cast item on someone if we strip them of everything.
That's
Does
true.
it need a command word?
It does not. You just need to hold it and will it to do so.
So you need to will it.
And it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, I'd think there would be saving throw.
Certain items have a better chance of resisting it than others.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're done with that, I'd like to try to do some stuff with the slate, since I think we've identified everything.
Let's just make sure.
If he's got spare identification, you can use it to check his one charges and stuff.
What about that Kindori Bone Rod?
The what?
It was a Kindori Bone Rod picked up at some point.
I didn't even see that on the list.
Nope, we do not have it on our list. Whenever that was picked, when was it picked up? What date?
I don't know, but it would have been in the Kruval. Well, might not have been at the Kruval ruins. It might have been back at Bavalna. You got it from the Courier.
Okay.
So, what item was it? Sorry, describe it again.
Kindori Bone Rod, banded with gold and with a glittering black gem at the top.
Rod. Oh, was this what the I'm sure there was like one item we found from one of those courier things, but I thought that was like an icon or something. They were using it to show their status or something. I'm wondering if it was that.
Well, either way, let's just add it to the list. I don't think we identified that or did anything else with it.
I'm just looking at the stuff that I copied from what you pasted down, Alt, and there's no word there.
Oops.
Yeah, was this item found exactly alone? As in the only magical item that was in that loot pool? Because if it is, then I might remember. Yeah.
There's none. Well, at least not in the time since I started
remember
copying those into my. Since I started copying those into my own notes.
I do.
Well, I do know it was picked up, so hold on. I'll give it to you. All right. There's the description.
Well, I'll identify it.
Okay. All right. That is a minor helm.
Well,
Spelljamming helm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a rod.
Mm-hmm.
it might turn itself into a helm.
It's a broom for a witch.
Well,
wow.
that thing is going to be quite expensive.
Unique.
However,
Bizarre.
it is not usable by any of you.
What?
Not even Braxon.
It is a courier helm.
Well, if nothing else, we can sell it to Arcane.
It is quite magical, and it does make a nice walking stick.
Mm-hmm.
But no, none of you can use it.
It sounds silly. Is there... I don't know how to word this. Mechanically, is there a way to reverse engineer this?
No.
Why don't you just polymorph yourself into a Karura?
I don't think the polymorph is enough.
Yeah, you would need a permanent polymorph.
You'd need shape change or something like that.
So, did you guys record the rod?
All right, I'm right in. I can't. Where should I? Where do we find this? Oh, it doesn't matter. I suppose at the end of the day, just as long as we've got.
Now that it's identified, it doesn't really matter. But it was Bavalna Ruins. You got it from the all the Kyrier that you fought there.
Ruins.
Oh, so one of them brought it into the caves.
Yeah.
No, you fought them when you fought them outside.
Yeah,
one of
those
them had it.
items
The
are-
leader had that.
I assume that was on the 3rd of the 12th, so I'm putting a guesstimation of a date.
It
based on
doesn't really
last-
matter now that it's identified and we know
Yeah.
it, we have it.
So, I want to do some command word stuff. I want to do some sort of fun command words using the slate.
I still have identifications left.
So is there anything else left to identify?
I mean, I can check my wand charges.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So
Your
all
staff
your
of
horses.
curing going out.
I will check my staff of curing since I used it during this adventure.
You used it once though, right?
Yeah, and I've used it before to cure blindness.
Yes, it's been used twice since
Okay.
you had the notes off me. Have you used it before? I don't think you have.
Let's see. It has a moderate number of charges remaining.
Oh, so it's good for a while.
So it was goodly number, but now it's moderate.
Oh.
So it has.
Maybe more than 3 charges at the very least.
Yeah, well, also the spell that you use from it affects how many charges it takes, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That one can be recharged though. You just need Cure Insanity.
You need heal.
Oh, do you?
Do you need heal since it isn't in this wand specifically?
I thought you said you
Yeah,
needed the
because
highest-
the only thing other than specific spells, generally that you need that can cure insanity is heal.
Could you do it early if you know the Cure Insanity?
Because of everything else that it does, heal is the thing.
Yeah. 2 levels away. Oh, you can't even learn heal without wisdom bonus. I could though. I don't. Yeah, no, actually, no. I know Dwemer. No, I could do it once I get to 6th level. Spells.
Well, you also need the spell that, if I remember, was it Abeyance that you need to cast for spells that are 5th or higher?
I have to do research out.
Yeah. I will check my Wand of Fire.
Alright.
Fire, 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 fire.
Let's see. That has a minor number of charges remaining.
So from low to minor.
Yeah, you're almost out then.
Yeah.
What do you need to recharge it?
Yeah, I can recharge it.
Oh.
It needs Wall of Fire.
I know Wall of Fire now. My Wand of Lightning Bolt.
That has a low number of charges remaining.
From minor to low. So I have recharged that for a few times, but I have also used a few times. My Wand of Ice.
That has a few charges remaining.
You know what's funny? is that Leva's been using her Bone Shard wand, and that hasn't run out of charges yet. You know, after she uses that.
I mean, some wands have way more charges than others.
Yes, but the Wand of Bone Shards was not that high. She must be close to the end by now.
Do you want to check it?
Probably a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
I'll
has
check it.
a low number of charges remaining.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be recharged, can it?
No.
Well, so it's up to one day it won't work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The gold ankh, does it have any charges, or was it just that you can use it?
Let's see.
Or is it
Also, I realized
specific?
well after the fact that shouldn't have worked, but anyway, it was interesting. So
Was he not evil?
nope.
They're very chaotic neutral like me or something.
Actually, they're lawful neutral.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's...
Well,
It does have charges. It has a high number of charges remaining.
I've got one if you are willing.
let me see if I have any other that have charges. I think that's my ones. So yeah, I can check charges for you.
I wonder.
That has a fair
Last
number of
time
charges remaining.
Huh?
A fair number of charges remaining.
Oh, from decent to fair after 8. That's a nice check.
Does anyone else have wands? Or magic items with charges?
Yes.
I do have others, but they're not important yet.
What would it need?
You got wand of missiles or not? Did you get
Yeah,
another?
I have a clear number. I used up 19 of 26 on that one.
Oh.
What?
Oh, did your superior tell you exactly how many you had?
Yes. 26 charges.
Yeah, but
Wand
it's
of
expensive.
Force. Wand of Force. Wand of Force.
Well, I'll check the wall of force.
Yep.
Question.
Wand of Force.
Was moderate before.
That is still moderate.
Okay.
Can Solas charge your wand of missiles?
I mean, if it's only magic missile, I should be.
Because you can use the Dwemer Flow magic missile.
Oh, I have 24 on this one, on the ring. I have an unknown number of charges if there are charges on the ring to create the bolt of ice.
You want to check that?
Yeah, I'll check it.
Yes. It had big enough for goodly number of charges.
That still has a goodly number of charges remaining.
Wow, I'm surprised.
And that uses up the Identify spell.
Okay, are we good with that now?
Levi looks
Yeah, I don't
fine.
have any more identification spells.
Levi used up hers too.
Okay, so I want to go through some of these items that have command words we don't know, and I want to place them on the slate one at a time. If that's okay.
Yes, fine.
All right.
So number 17 to start with, that one's marked for sell, but I imagine we might get a little bit more money if we have a command word we can give the buyer.
Which one did you say?
Row 17.
Just so you know, you need to give me the description.
7-foot spear with a head of steel etched with symbols of aquatic creatures. It was
okay.
Long time ago.
We've yet to sell it. We've yet to sell it, so I figure we may as well get the command word for it.
All right. Give me just a second.
That's where we end up in the elemental water plane. It's like, oh, if only we had that spear.
It's possible.
I mean, someone's got plane shift now.
I think the date we have on that is wrong. That was not last February.
Unless we've been taking a real long time.
I mean, if you check up the previous date for the Otterthon Space event, it was on the end of January.
Yeah, it's been a while. All right.
We've been in this place for almost a year.
So that is a Spear of Warning +3.
Oh.
And the command word is Ulvolgur. I will type that in for you.
Spirit of Warning sounds fun.
Now the question is, does the command word need to be spoken underwater?
No,
Yes.
because Kuo-toa are not a fully aquatic. They're more amphibious.
If I could find
Okay, I'm writing that down. Was it? Yeah. So
To
next
just
up. Oh.
interrupt, just a quick question. That the 7-foot spear probably only touched the surface of the slate, correct?
You basically just lay it across it.
So it doesn't matter what size the item actually is.
It may, but I mean,
We might not want to put too heavy items on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up is the silver ring with a faceted smoky quartz stone.
The teleporting ring.
It lets you teleport.
you do not get any response from the slate.
Okay,
Wait
so
till
we used
tomorrow.
up all 10 charges on one object. Good to know.
Or that ring requires more charges to give info.
Yeah.
I'll do a test then.
Try the magic lock. The one that casts.
I guess I'll place the magic lock on it.
You get nothing.
Okay, yeah, we
that's
used
how
up all the
it
charges.
probably.
So it turns out to be more or less one per day.
It's still good though.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to be honest. I'm surprised we found
Well,
something.
I mean,
like that.
you could also put on like the weakest item that you have, even something that you already know, just to try and get a
Potion?
feel for it.
Healing.
Oh, I have an
Potion
idea.
healing?
Hand me one of your daggers. One of those continual light daggers.
Okay.
I'll place it on the slate.
Does it detect the enchantment?
Those are not technically magic items. You do not get anything from that.
Oh. Then I guess I'll put a potion of healing on it.
Okay. That indeed reveals that it is a potion of healing.
So this is a case of yeah, if it hasn't got enough charges, then obviously it won't.
Yeah, it has X number of charges per day, and the first item used Y, leaving Z remaining, but then the item that you put on had required more than Z charges.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's a nice spear. Spear +3.
We're
Imagine
not-
Priest of Deep Shalaha? I don't know how you pronounce that.
Solas.
Shishalis would like that.
Maybe I should go through the sell one so that we know what we're selling, so that we can maybe get a better price for them.
We're going to be selling it here, though, aren't we?
Question?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could, but you have definitely used more charges than any of those other items will take. And Leva, yes, you had a question?
The 10 charges, X is not necessarily 10, correct?
Well, it does have 10 charges. I'll tell you that per day.
Okay.
So it's a max of 10 charges, and certain items take up certain numbers. Okay.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
and it's based on the relative power of the items.
Okay.
I'm guessing certain items can't be identified if they're too powerful.
Yeah, that spear is, for example, quite powerful since +3 weapons are quite powerful.
You know what's funny? Maybe we should put that rod that disenchants items on there.
We're not. I already said we're never. We never want to do that.
Hey.
Do you like getting XP for being a mischief maker?
Like Old said, you have to will it to happen.
Oh yeah.
I will break the non-magical slate over your head if you do that.
You have to for the rod to function. You have to will it to happen.
Hang on. If Ockar hits Lafdul's head with with the slate, will it detect what his head does?
No, because I'm only gonna do that if he
Detect
breaks it.
idiot.
If he breaks it for being an idiot.
No, Ockar writes on the slate idiots, and he shows it to me.
Again,
It's still intact.
again, we could, based what on old said, we could safely identify the rod, since you have to wheel the rod to function. It doesn't function just by touching.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as long as the person who puts the rod in there doesn't will the slate to lose the magic in it, it would not lose the magic based on what old said.
Right. So, do we want to go through the list and see who claims what then?
I think we should wait till claiming items till we're back on the planet.
I mean, you can
Well-
start claiming some items if there's no conflict for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Oh,
do the book first,
I
and
feel
then-
like one of the first things we want to go through is the book to see who gets that, because
Because they
somebody can
take
start
time.
reading it. Because somebody can start reading it on the trip back.
That
And
book is
it seems that everyone wants the book except for Lafdul. So, do we want to do a roll up?
Lafdul's going to be like, well, I'll pass up the book, if I...
Doesn't work like that. No tick.
You sure?
No bargaining power.
Yeah.
What happens if I tick the book but just don't use it, just have it in my room? It's like, just
then you
one.
get the book, and if
Trading.
others find out that you don't use it and just keep it, they might be a bit grudgy.
I mean, there is arguably nothing wrong with claiming interest in something because you want to trade it for something else later.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, if
that's
I...
fair. Now, it's also fair for other people to be a little grumpy about, you just wanted this item that I would have used right away.
If
Thing is, from a-
if Lafdul does that, then other people may tick everything that's got Lafdul's tick on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
the point is, nobody know I stole the other book. From a role-playing point of view, why would I not show interest in this item?
Well, show interest in the item then.
I mean, but
Because-
also showing interest in the item by ticking the box on there is an out-of-game way for the players to show interest for their characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Role-playing wise, you could definitely be like, yeah, I know a bunch of you guys want it. I'm interested too, but I'll let this go next time for consideration. Next time something I really want comes
All
along.
right, and that's the way I'll play it.
Yeah,
And
I
will
mean,
say,
you can role play out how all of this happens,
you just
no
role-play
matter
that
what.
for
Like,
me.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so Ockar's gonna be like, okay, I only really want the book of intelligence for armor crafting, but I'll pass up on this. If we get a book of wisdom or strength next time, I want priority, please.
Yeah, I got the last book of
That's
wisdom.
there's so many more benefits. That's basically for. I feel that that's quite a lot of asking.
And I would like
No,
it because,
Leva would be perfectly fine with what Ockar just said.
and I would like the book of wisdom or strength because I think. Because if I were to get those books, I would become I'd be able to transition into a more effective member of the team.
I could agree with the book of strength part, but the wisdom book is also quite important for me.
Yes.
So
Yeah, for
that's
me. I thought we only had an intelligence book.
Mhm.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
in the
Ockar is-
future.
he's
role-playing
basically
then.
saying, I'll give up my interest in this if we get when a book of X type comes along, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Leva-
indicating that
So you
I will
well, hang on,
give-
because that. Sorry, go on.
Leva doesn't want to have anything else on this whole list. She'll just go for the book. Full stop. That's it. You can have the
Oh.
rest.
I will give up my interest in that in favor of something that will improve my agility or dexterity. That's what I'm interested in primarily.
Can I ask a question about the mechanics of this, Ald?
Mhm.
Sure.
The intelligence boost.
Mhm.
looking on intelligence, number of languages is dictated by that. Is
Mhm.
that does that mean you can learn another language?
Or normal
Yeah, you'll get
proficiency.
like it's the way I'm playing it is that if that goes up, which it may not for you. What is your intelligence right now?
14.
Okay, so
No, it
You too.
looks like it doesn't go up.
Hey, I'm as intelligent as you actually now. I got 14 now.
yeah, so at 15 you wouldn't gain another language. If you were already at 15,
Yeah.
and you went up to 16, then yeah, you would immediately have both a free language slot and a free proficiency slot that you could start working on.
Wait, you get both?
Yeah, I do both.
Oh, I only added the proficiency. I didn't add a language.
What did you go from?
I went from 13 to 14, and I added artistic ability jeweler. I didn't add a language. I
All right,
didn't know I
then
could
yeah,
add
you
a
have a
language.
spare language slot. You can start working
Oh.
on learning another language.
Cool. I'll learn the pixie one from Finn at some point, if you would teach me.
So I guess.
What did you want to learn from me?
The pixie one. You know, woodland pixie, don't you? Being a druid.
I don't think I do know that one yet.
No. That's
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, this is probably one that I should learn, being a Mischiefmaker. Since pixies are important to my ethos.
And
I
that
will
means
agree,
you two could,
Speaking in Pixie.
Yeah. Lafdul agrees, thinking that he's heard this at some point somewhere.
and that
But,
means that you
yeah.
two could communicate without other people knowing what you're saying, because the likelihood that other people have learned Pixie is pretty low.
So Finn is also willing to give up interest in this book in consideration for either being still able to have a chance at a wisdom book or a charisma book.
I'm fine with the charisma book one.
I feel like if a wisdom book comes up,
I think there's 3 people that
maybe
are interested
There's
in
a-
maybe
wisdom.
Finn and I could get priority if Solas gets this intelligence book.
I think a
Well,
simpler way to do this is that, like, make individual agreements and say, like, say, like, Finn says to, says, all right, the next time an item comes up that we're both interested in, you can basically call in a favor, and I have to take off my interest in it. Kind of thing.
That sounds good.
That sounds fine to me.
And
If
and
people
just
remember
make a
it.
note that you have that kind of favor, and it's like, number one, there's no guarantee that you'll get another one of these books, so it's a little bit iffy. And someone doesn't have to call in that favor when both of you are interested in an item.
Then I will make that favor. Then I will make that deal with Solas.
I will make that deal with against it. It sounds silly. How would I word it? Do I say against? I want to indicate that I have an interest for a book that improves my dexterity in favor of giving up this one to people that want this one.
Well,
Is
the
that how you
thing
word
though
it,
is
or-
that at this point it's like just easier and fairer if it's just you
What, just
you
a-
have to take off your interest in an item if I call in this favor,
Just one favor.
and it's just one,
Yeah.
and it's just one
Is
item.
it to one person?
To
I
one
mean,
person.
because everyone that's got an interest in it, do I have that favor for?
Fine.
Yeah, I'm making that favor with Solas that I can do that then.
Well, Leva looks at the page and the 8 things that Solas is interested in. Then the whole list of all the things, Leva has crossed on one. She doesn't think Solas has a leg to stand on.
Previously, when there was one item, I did the same thing that you are doing, and no one else went for it. So I think it's fair that I can still have interest in this.
I mean, there's also a completely alternate way of handling item distribution, where basically everyone rolls a die, and then and then you go in that order. So if Solas rolls a 1, and you decide first, lowest roll gets the item. Everyone rolls, and then if Solas is a 1 and you decide to start at 1, then he gets the first pick. And then whoever gets 2 gets second pick. And then you go down until the end of the line, and then that last person gets an immediate second pick, and you go in reverse order.
I mean, that can work, but I'd rather negotiate it with people.
Yeah, I'm just tossing that out there. I mean, if you're at a point where you're like kind of at an impasse, it is a way, and it's like it's fair in that, you know, you're rolling out and stuff like that.
Well, Leva has no second pick. She only wants one thing.
Well, but see, the advantage of that is that when your turn comes up, you pick an item regardless, and then at the end, you can start trading.
Oh.
And it does mean that someone could say, I'm going to, you know, I got the first pick. I don't really want this item, but everyone wants it. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to see who makes the best offer.
That seems like such a...
It's pretty mercenary, yeah. It is pretty mercenary.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's a possibility.
Do.
It's something that can be done if you guys are at an impasse.
I don't want to role play that, because I think people will get hurt if I did that.
Right.
I'm being really honest. I don't think we should ever do that.
And you can also just roll to see who gets the item. I mean, if you don't want to do the whole favor thing, you can just roll to see who gets the item.
I think rolling to see who gets it would be the most fair thing. What do you think, Leva?
Braxon.
I'm sorry, I didn't listen.
I said rolling to see who gets the item might be the most fair thing.
Braxon is willing to take his name off the book. But he'd like to get a book that improves his dexterity too.
Oh man, that means I'm competing with you.
So it's Leva versus Solas.
I'm running for Leva.
Should we make a case of... It sounds silly. Is there any... Would it be important to indicate why you're showing interest? I'm asking the players, not old.
I'm interested in it because it improves quite a lot of most of my proficiencies, and it makes me better mage.
Yeah, I think we should make the cases like that rather than
also
choosing it as an item. I mean, yeah, it is an item, but
I think.
Well, don't forget that Solas has a lot more to choose from.
Like I said, this has happened previous, this same scenario, except I was on the opposing side, and at that point I was argued down that this shouldn't matter. This exact situation with one other item has happened.
You mean that particular cape?
I'm not. I don't remember if it was the cape or the Book of Wisdom that we had, but
well,
it has happened.
If it was a Book of Wisdom, then Leva certainly did not show any interest in it.
Yeah, but it was the same situation that I was promising to give up all of interest in all other items except that book, but I still was said that no, it will be dice that resolves it. So
yeah.
I think it's fair to
all right, let's do the dice.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't remember that, but it might have been that I wasn't here.
Or you might not have been, like, it may have been with him and other people kind of thing, and you weren't actually,
yes.
Yeah, but it's the exact same scenario was.
All right, so D20 highest gets it? Is that what you guys both want?
Yeah, fine.
All right.
Damn it.
Well,
good job, Leva.
Well.
Leva gets it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
It happens.
Wait, I'm curious. Why do you want...
One question, by the way. Since Leva lost intelligence from the wheel, that would basically prevent her from restoring the lost intelligence.
She'll be
that lost intelligence cannot be restored by any sort of like restoration or anything like that.
Yeah, I know, but even with wish, she could never restore it again.
She could increase it though.
she can increase her intelligence by any normal means, but there is no, like, erase that loss type thing. Even a wish is not going to. A wish is going to treat it as a normal intelligence gain.
Oh, so this is
Oh, so I'm never touching that wheel again.
Yeah, there's the reason why I was so cautious
Why not?
about it.
Because I can't restore it. Oh,
Well, use a
that,
rerolled.
no, that's way too dangerous. I'm staying away from that wheel forever.
The thing is, I've got some of the best odds of getting. And I think I've got the best odds of mitigating damage. I think.
Leva has the best chance of getting something good out of it, and you have the best chance of avoiding the worst.
Yeah.
We should go and play the wheel, but first she's going to read the book.
It takes quite a long time.
It takes you 48 hours, so you're going to be reading on the trip back.
Yeah,
All right.
It's not. She has to read it and then do the.
How about this? How about this? I, as a dungeon master, tell you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that would be perfect. Thank you very
Go
much.
ahead.
All
Sorry.
right, so Leva, you need to spend 8 hours a day for 6 days. You could do more. Like, it's 48 hours over the course of 6 days, which averages out to 8 hours each day spent reading this book.
Well,
now,
can I apply real life? In real life, I can read a lot more than 8 hours per day.
yes, yeah. So you can you can read more in a day to within reason, and do it faster. And of course, if like one day you have to do something else, then you can add, like you have to spend 4 hours doing something on day 1, and you only get 4 hours read, then you can do 12 hours the next day kind of thing.
Okay.
You don't have to start it right away, just because things may come up if you want to wait until you know that you have uninterrupted 6 days. But that's up to you.
So Leva takes. We have an uninterrupted 6 days now.
You're going to be. I'll go ahead and actually move the ship because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 1 day and a little bit extra before you get back to Orvan. You have no idea what's going to happen when you get back to Orvan.
In that case, she's not going to. She's taking the book, saying, "My precious, my precious, my precious." Oh.
Oh, if only we used that rod against that book.
She put a hateful look at Lafdul.
I'll give you at least a little bit of comfort there, Leva. That book is very powerful, which means that it has a really good saving throw against the rod of cancellation. All right.
But if it did work, I'd probably help Leva beat Lafdul to a pulp with the book.
You probably murdered Lafdul knowing that he just got back. So.
All right.
Leva would immediately turn into chaotic evil. I tell you that.
Next up, any other items? Like, if there's any items that only one person has checked interest in, you could just distribute that right away if you want to do that.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Should we go top down or?
Let's go top down.
Because
looks like line 20 is roughly where we need to start.
Oh, hang on.
Because Solas wanted something that allows
disenchantment.
Oh, Solas wanted a potion that could let him sing.
What's the item description, please?
Oh, wait. No, I went a bit below that. There's one a bit higher on 20. There's a clay jar with a gray translucent oil within. That Solas wanted.
Yeah, I'm since no one else is interested in it. That.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, no, it's fine.
And it's pretty useful sounding oil.
Next one's 23.
All right, so Solas takes that.
Can I get a name of it?
It's Oil of Disenchantment.
Let me, before you remove that, I just want to see if I've got it on this mouse thing. Pretty sure we've had one. I have not added it in. Alright, let me just get in the... You can copy it out. I'm just getting the...
I'm so surprised nobody wanted the jar that smells of rotting fish.
I think we destroyed that jar since it was a pretty evil thing.
Yeah, it did. It caused.
It kills those around the wearer.
No, I've got one of those. It
What's-
was the one that puts the feeble mind in charms them, doesn't it, or something?
I do not have you
kills
having destroyed the ceramic jar filled with black oil that smells of rotting fish. I have you having destroyed a ceramic jar filled with a dark gray, watery liquid that smells repulsive like old rot.
Ah, well, then we have the rotting fish that is perfume that kills others around it, the wearer.
Maybe.
But no one is wanting that.
Yeah,
I
nobody wants
already have one.
All right, so what's
I
the
mean,
next item that only one person wants?
A burnished gold scale on a thin gold chain suitable for hanging around the neck. Only Solas wants that.
What's it do?
Increases luck, radiates good.
I've already got an amulet, so I don't know if they would stack. I thought we can only use one neck item. I mean, I am interested in it, but I didn't know if it would conflict with my other magic item.
I mean, if you're interested in it, I mean, you can always take one off and put the other on. If you're in a situation where you think it matters.
Non-detection is better for me, so.
If you're interested in something, you need to put a tick there.
Yeah. Otherwise,
If the otherwise it goes to the one person with a tick.
yeah.
No, you can have it. I'm not that overly. I mean, it's useful.
No, I'm not saying to argue. I'm just saying, because this is just going to all go out, and you
Right.
can always put a tick there and find out. Oh, only paladins can use it, and then you take your tick away.
Yeah.
Right, like you can, if you want to discuss it further rather than have it distributed right now, put your interest down, and then we can come back to it and discuss it. If you're willing to say no, he can have it, then he can have it right
How
now.
much do you want this, Solas?
I mean, it radiates good. Do you want it?
I suppose. That literally, that argument there is literally that turned me off. Even though mechanically, I know it's a good item for me, but
Okay.
yeah, you made a good argument. It radiates good.
Next up is
So hold on.
glass-
So Solas is taking that right now, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
taking it.
Okay.
next up is a glass vial with a lead stopper, colorless liquid inside, and Biber can sing per the proficiency. Solas wanted that.
I mean, since no one else is wanting it, perfectly fine taking it.
You know, some items that we'd have no interest in, we usually sell.
Does that mean? Does
Because
that
there's
mean?
going to be no items left because you were going to claim them all.
Yeah, I'm not going to claim all.
I mean, at the same time, if
If nobody wants them and he wants them,
No, that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that was just making a point. That was all.
but
I'm not
yeah,
objecting.
all right, so
But
you get
anyone
the
can
singing
do
potion.
this.
Next
Does
up is a glass vial filled with a brownish yellow viscous liquid, elixir of health. It was a disease and healing kind of thing, all-purpose healing elixir. Only Finn wanted it.
There was two, wasn't there? There was one further down.
What?
Don't worry, he can. I mean, I am interested, but don't. Forget it. Forget it. I'm stalling. Don't worry. Just take it.
All right, so Finn, you there to take it?
Yep.
All right, so that's going to Finn.
A ceramic jar with a rich purple oil inside, oil of high conquering. Only I have listed that I want it.
Okay,
So
so that goes to Ockar.
give me a second while I add that to my loot list.
The next one was a potion of genius that Solas was the only one indicating interest. I thought you had interest in that, Liver. Yeah, alright.
No, the next one was a potion of healing. Yeah, ceramic.
No, there's
No.
potion of genius after that oil of
Oh,
high
I
conquering.
didn't notice. I thought that
Yeah, it had
I
only
had also
one
marked it.
Solas. That was the one that improves the intelligence temporarily.
there's a
Alright.
glass vial with gray liquid with pink swirls.
All right, so Solas is taking that.
She would have liked it, but the book is better.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Let's see. Next is a ceramic flask filled with a thin brown sweet smelling liquid. It was a potion of healing. Only I have marked interest in it.
Okay. Got it.
So I guess I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Next is a ceramic flask filled with a steaming red viscous liquid. Potion of fire giant strength. Only I have marked interest in it.
Okay.
That's strength 22. I've already got the notes on it.
Okay, scrolling down. A long bronze
Say-
utensil with 2 pointed prongs. Only Solas has interest.
What line are you at? Sorry.
I am at
53.
line 53.
Right.
All right, let me get to that. Hold on a second.
I mean, I feel like it's like a traveling item. I don't know. Maybe useful. I mean, I've got a spell that'll do that eventually.
Next one is also a Solas item. It is a silver ring set with a polished lime ungulite.
What?
That
Sorry,
is 62.
62.
So apparently you missed the scroll at 57 then.
Oh, I forgot about the scrolls. Sorry. There was a scroll. There was a pre-scroll at 57 of 6 spells with heat metal, chaotic combat, giant insect, anime flame, quest, aerial servant, at 12th level. We're on a series of shining hidden silver plates that Finn wanted.
All right.
Yeah,
Taking
Only
that, Finn?
spell I would be interested in that whole scroll is the quest.
Yeah, but you can just memorize it. Why would you cast it?
Now back to another 62 because I don't think I'm missing any other single ones. Silver ring set with a polished lime green Ogolite, which is what Solas wanted.
Makes wearer slightly resistant to magic.
All
Yeah,
right.
remember to take that off when you cast healing spells on yourself. Or buff yourself.
65, a glass flask filled with a burgundy liquid. Makes them more resistant to damage. Only Solas wanted it.
Hold on a second. Okay, I got that.
Glass flask filled with an opaque pale green liquid. Only Solas wanted the potion of pain suppression.
I'm surprised that no one else wants that.
I am interested. No, I'm going to put my interest in that one actually.
Alright.
It's too late. Okay.
I mean, if he says he's got it.
A
but,
glass flask filled with a clear liquid. Only Solas wanted the potion of Sweetwater.
So
Again,
you put down the interest
surprised that
in the pain suppression. So that's not going to Solas right now, right?
Yeah, I'm more interested in the pain suppression.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of potions I haven't actually taken, but yeah.
All right. Next up.
Shining silver plates inscribed with strange runes. Scroll of protection from fire. Solas wanted that.
I mean, protection from fire sounds always useful.
Okay.
Which is why am I wondering why no one else wants it?
Especially when certain people cast fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
Solas.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can cast fireballs even more.
You just cast spell immunity. You've been affected by your own fireball, haven't you?
A series of hinged silver plates covered with et symbols. Scroll 18th level wizard scroll of 7 spells with blink, minor, malison, remove curse, wall of fire, distance, distortion, basilisk glare, and time stop. Only Solas wants it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A large, thick iron bottle inlaid with silver runes enclosed with a brass stopper, inset with a complex pattern of silver patterns and symbols. Only Solas wants that. What we
Wait.
discovered was an iron flask.
Wait, what's the iron flask do?
The whole certain
It lets you.
types of
It lets you
magical
capture.
creatures.
Yeah,
No,
like
I am
elementals
interested
and
in that
stuff.
one. So I haven't shown any interest in half these items. I am
You,
interested
you,
in that.
you should really go through the list when we are
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
doing.
doing it. It's because I was writing potions in the master list. Just go for the item and I'll indicate an interest in that.
Well, I'm gonna scroll down for the next. Only one that only one person wants. I'm skipping all the 0 and Bolties.
I'm not trying to be, rude about it. I
68?
just genuinely
A
haven't.
glass vial with a bright purple fluid inside. That's a potion of magic resistance. Only Solas wants it.
No, that's fine.
Bright purple. I'm sorry.
Bright purple, yes.
Sorry, what line are you on?
86.
Oh, I skipped on a bit.
Okay, because yeah, I'm seeing stuff at 81, 82.
I should really zoom out. I need
Let
a
me,
bigger
let
monitor.
me scroll back up. 81.
Yeah.
Oh, did only one person want 81? Okay, never mind. Let me go back to 81. A leather sling set with etched bone beads. Only Braxon wants it.
Sling.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
How many ranged weapons Braxon now has? Magic ones.
No.
Throwing axe, now the sling, the daggers.
He's
I
got
know,
a-
but this doesn't take up much space.
Solid steel sling bullets that are cold to the touch. 6 of them. Only level wants them. I believe.
It's
Oh,
me.
Solus wants them.
Oh,
Solus wants them.
so-
I
Leather's
let.
unticked all over.
They
Yeah.
are one use bullets.
Yeah.
All right,
Only
so
Solus wants them.
that's going to Solas. Okay.
And back down to the purple fluid. Solus wanted that.
The potion of
Uh-huh.
magic resistance.
All right, that one I am showing interest in. The oil.
You
sorry.
put
Next, yeah.
okay.
You get that
Okay.
magic resistance.
We'll skip down to 90 then. A glass vial filled with a murky purple fluid. Only Lafdul wants it. It's a
Yeah,
potion of
it doesn't
invisibility.
Okay.
Next up is number 99. Glass vial filled with blood red liquid. That is a potion of tragic heroism. And only I wanted that.
I thought you said tragic heroism. I was like, what?
No, it is tragic. That's what he called it.
Yeah, potion of
Yeah.
tragic heroism.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it makes everyone fight him.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
super heroism plus something.
It makes
Alright,
you
sorry.
more powerful in combat, but also all of the enemies around you attack you.
No, that's fine. I didn't update my mask. I didn't realize it had a separate name. I just put in superheroism with taunting. I'll change it to tragic
Well,
heroism.
That's the effect basically.
It's a potion of tanking.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's see. 105 is next. That is a pre-skull with repair injury, 9th level. Only Solus wanted it.
Well, I'm already holding on to it since I took
Yeah.
it in case we needed to use it.
So now it's just yours.
Mm-hmm.
108, I think, is next. A 2-foot long rod of copper and ivory tipped with a polished ovoid amber stone on one end and a ovoid topaz on the other end.
Well, Fino just tagged it.
Oh, okay,
How?
never mind.
Was there any indication of who could use that? Is that a
There,
wizard?
I'll tell you. I mean, wizards and priests can both use it.
All right, I'm putting interest in that as well.
Next up, a porcelain flask filled with olive green liquid, potion of extra healing. Only I have put interest in it.
Okay.
So I'll mark that down to my sheet. Give me a second.
Thingy's putting in the marks on who ends up with the atoms once we've. I say Thingy, Hammy's doing it. So.
Next up is 113. 34 4-inch bronze tubes with lead stoppers on each end filled with loose sandy dust. Only
pretty
Lafdul
obviously.
wants the entire set.
Hang on,
It's
you missed
'cause-
110.
You skipped the cloak that needs to be
Oh,
modified. for human
right.
use.
A long brown leather cloak
Oh,
with an
I
odd
am
clasp
interested
that needs
in
to be
the cloak.
modified for human usage. Braxon wants that.
Wait, I'm interested in the cloak. It's because I. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
You
but
had me backtrack, and now I have to go back forward. So the bronze tubes.
That's
Lafdul,
okay,
you want all 34 bronze tubes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to split them up if people want to split them up.
Well, I
Jeez.
will be in the split.
All right,
Fine.
just see how many people are splitting it, and I will split them up. I'm
Right. So
happy
so
to
and
split
and this is one of those things where if however many people put their interests in, then it's like you divide it evenly that way, kind of thing. too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where
But
was the?
If only
'Cause I
Lafdul had
wasn't-
put down his interest, then yeah, he gets all 34.
I am so distracted. It's unreal with what I've got going on and this.
Okay, I'll move to the
Okay.
next one.
Just to there was a scroll of protection from cold that I just noticed no one was interested in, so I tagged myself in it.
You can get the protection from cold scroll. That just mark yourself. Ceramic flask filled with a musky brown liquid that appears to have hairs mixed in. That's a potion of superheroism. Only I have marked myself for it.
All right, give me a second. Okay.
That's because only Ockar likes drinking hairs.
I mean, for the benefits that potion gives to fighters, I would think that drinking hairs is a small price to pay.
Yeah?
Next up, a gold ring with an unusually shaped spider-like design stamped on it. Only Braxon wants it.
What? Sorry.
Lafdul might want to go for it.
No. What?
It's a gold ring with a spider on it.
What number?
That is 119.
No, it's fine. You have. Sorry. I do apologize. I'm really distracted.
No, it's okay.
Next up
you definitely don't want to nick it.
No.
Next up, I think next up is 120. A bone flask with a foaming blue liquid. That is a potion of extra healing, and only I have marked myself for that.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and add that to my list.
Don't forget the polymorph one. That Solas has got interested in solo.
Well,
Yeah, he has to write it down. Like,
Yeah,
I have to write it
I
down.
thought you.
I'm actually adding this to my inventory.
I'm doing mine after the game.
Yeah, I'm doing
Bone flask filled with a bright pink fluid. Polymorph self, only Solas wants it.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them.
okay.
Bone flask filled with an icy red liquid. Fire resistance, only I want it. Anything I might add that to my sheet. Okay. So next up is the
Potion of speed.
flask with a deep purple liquid. Only Lafdul wants the potion of speed, so he gets it.
All right.
The elf doesn't mind being aged a little. Funny that.
Flask filled with a brown liquid that smells of wet soil. Only Solas wants the potion of ESP.
You got the wizard version of ESP, or is it just leather?
Shall I put Lafdul on that one you're taking? Yeah, I'm going to do it.
And the last one on the list is the dark mahogany scepter bound with electrum and capped with a silver claw fixture holding an obsidian sphere. Only
Wait,
Solas wants the rod of
I
cancellation.
suddenly I am interested in that.
I'm going to smack you. I'm going to smack you over the head.
I just realized how useful that is if I go around stealing stuff, or like I can just disenchant a chest or disenchant security. Am I thinking right? I'm just thinking of it for the subterfuge point of view.
Presumably it could disable a magical trap.
And that is all the single person wanted items on the list now.
I've just realised that we're going to find a treasure chest, and Lafdul's going to hit the treasure chest with it to dispel the magical trap, and it's going to dispel everything inside the treasure chest.
The thing is, if Aravan's watching, he probably will disenchant everything in there.
All right, so you want to start distributing items that have multiple checks?
Yeah, we can go.
Never, do you want to go and check anything else?
Nope.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
It's up to her.
And again, I
had this mental image as we're talking about Lafdul disenchanting while opening a lock. I had this mental image of Leva having a wild search while identifying things, and disenchanting everything.
That's foreshadowing. That's not necessarily.
That would be really good.
I guess we'll do the multiple ones now. The silver ring with faceted smoky quartz stone. It's a roll-off between Lafdul and Solas.
Can I test it, Solas? Because it doesn't have charges.
It needs command word that we don't know.
That's why I wasn't shouting on the item, because I wouldn't. If there's an audible sound when you teleport between, then I'm not interested. But if it's silent, then I am interested.
Well, you won't know until you test it, and we don't have
Yeah,
the
I
command
know,
word,
that's why I
so
need command
roll
word.
off.
And I mean, if you get it, Lafdul, and then you realize, oh, this isn't actually all that good, you can either give it to Solas, or you could trade it to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's roll off. Solas and Lafdul, highest one gets it.
All right, D20.
I guess.
All right.
Solas gets it.
Solas gets
All right,
that.
congrats.
Let's see. Next is the wand. The smooth wand shaft of dark wood topped with a granite metal cap. Creates acid bolt. Lafdul and Solas.
Roll again, I guess.
Roll off.
Before you do that,
Oh.
it's only usable by wizards.
Oh, that's what. All right.
Then I guess Solas gets it.
Solas. I remember asking about that. I'm sure you said otherwise, but hey, it's fine.
I know you asked about something else. I don't know about that item.
Next up is the magic lock. Lafdul and Solas want it. It's the one that curses anybody that tries to pick it. So roll off.
I'm also willing to let this go for a company item. Well,
Lafdul gets it.
I am particularly interested in this, but if you make a case for it, I don't mind it being a company item. I mean, what's your case for it?
You can always decide later.
Yeah. You
A
want?
glass jar with metal cap filled with yellow sand. Braxon and Solas, each of you want it. Roll off.
I'm willing to give that up.
Hang on.
Oh. Just give it up.
Yeah, I'm giving it up.
It will be quite useful for you because it will
Well,
slow the people around you.
I know, but I'm not gonna go into this. Oh, I need you to do me a
Ian
favor.
picked it, so it goes to Solas.
I would be willing to just roll it off without any favor things with you, Braxon.
I'm not asking you to.
All right.
Oh, well.
It goes to Solas.
Oh, just a question. Is it enough of a quantity that it could be split between two people?
Yes. The problem is that when you take it out, then you're using it. So
No, I'm thinking that Solas stays outside the front line a lot, and Braxton's in the front line a lot, so he'll get more chance to use it in a fight.
I mean, if
Yeah,
Solas is
but
being
it will-
chased by someone.
On the other hand, it will be very useful for you in the front line because then people would attack you a bit slower.
It
But
would,
it
but,
also is useful in the back line if
I've-
when enemies comes to casters can slow them down
Yeah.
with that.
I've given it up.
Okay, next up, the
wait, hold
pale
on. That's going to Solas, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Question
A pale
about the.
translucent- Oh.
Yeah. Question.
Did
Lafdul?
the lock get distributed or not? Because I already
You
rolled.
won it. You won it.
Yeah.
You want it.
All right, I have one now, so I didn't see.
Yeah,
my
I
name on
rolled.
the thing.
I rolled 4. You rolled 17.
All right. I
A
didn't
pale
write my thing on
translucent
it.
cube, about an inch on each side. Braxon and Solas want that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this does yet.
It generates an area of stable temperature around the creature when you squeeze it in your hand.
Does
Yeah,
it
sure.
generate temperature around the person using it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
You need to squeeze it in your hand. So if you're in an area of cold or hot, you can try to mitigate it with this.
I've got a ring. I've got a ring that stops me getting cold, so I'm going to give that up.
If it, I think.
Solas
Solas
gets that.
said.
I'm just wondering if you use it just before a blizzard hits, and you won't get into the blizzard temperature. You'll maintain what you previously had.
Well, we don't know the exacts until we either test it
Next-
or.
Next one is a 3-fer. We
All
have a
Hold on. So the cube is going to Solas.
Solas. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have a 3-fer. A 4-inch long silver ring of an open mouth carp. Braxon, Lafdul, and Solas want this one.
Yeah, I want to be the Drizzt of carps.
Oh.
I'm
give us
interested in it because it sounds funny.
So give
Yeah,
us
it is a funny item, sir.
give us
Does-
a roll off, you 3.
Doesn't it turn into? Does it turn into a giant carp you can ride? Hang on.
Oh, there's 2 8s. Come on,
Mm.
Braxton, you got an 8 to beat.
Hang on.
So you two may have to roll again if Braxton rolls really low.
Yeah, let's see what's Braxton's dice like.
Come on,
D20
Lava,
is
speak up. I need your luck.
Oh, yep. All right, Lafdul and Solas need a tiebreaker.
No.
All right, so Solas got a 13. All right, so it goes
Yeah.
to Solas.
Solas gets the magic carp.
Yeah, don't keep carping on about it.
Oh, no.
Braxton wanted to be just on the roll for that.
Next one is a ceramic jar with a rich purple oil inside. It's an oil of high conquering. Wait, did I? No, wait, no, it's the one under it. A glass flask with a brilliant yellow liquid. A potion of fire breath. Between Lafdul and myself. Shall we roll?
Yeah, it was like the anti-Braxon vote that potion was.
Why is that an anti-Braxton
Because
potion?
you,
Lafdul gets the potion of fire breath.
us. Alright, I got fire breath.
We've come to conclusion that Braxton needs to be kept away from fire.
Yeah.
Next one is a threefer for Lafdul, myself, and Solas. It is the glass vial with an opaque golden liquid, the potion of luck.
Yeah, I remember what this potion does, and it's really nice.
So we're doing a roll-off.
Well, not me.
Lafdul's very unlucky today.
Ockar gets the potion of luck.
Yep. Now, remember, you cannot plan around this. Like, we had that happen before, and I decided that was not something that should happen with it.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, a glass vial with a bright blue milky liquid. It is a potion of mind dampening, protection from mental attacks. And the ones that want this are Lafdul, Ockar, and Solas.
Yeah, Solas for some reason wants to protect his mind.
That will go to Ockar.
Dang.
I mean, you have a lot of items, Solas.
Yeah, but I can always use more.
I like the guy without like a. You gotta make sure you're able to carry this.
Yeah, I have a plan.
Next up is
Say what number you're at line-wise.
54 now.
Okay.
A thick ceramic bowl designed for melting metal over a hot fire. The ones that want this are Lafdul and Ockar. Oh, let's see if I roll another 19.
What line are we on?
Ooh,
Seven.
Lafdul.
54. Lafdul gets it.
I wanted it for smelting down jewelry.
I was gonna use it for smithing on the ship.
I'll probably lend it to you anyway, so it's fine.
Next up is I'll unmark myself. So next up is between Lafdul and Solas on line 56. It is
It's
a
a
priest
priest
scroll
scroll.
with meld into stone.
All right, hold on a second.
9th level.
Okay.
Well, I guess.
Hey,
Lafdul
go
will
Say that, I
Lafdul.
thought that was a 5.
All right, Lafdul
Next.
gets that.
Next up is line 60. A near black cloak clearly designed for a body shape other than a human, with a strange insect-like silver clasp. Braxon, Finn, and Lafdul want this one. So, the three of you roll off. I was so sure that was going to be a 1 for a second. And it goes to Braxon!
Braxton's got another cloak he's going to forget about. You know the party's just going to throw him overboard if he forgets this one.
I'm actually going to
Well,
take
hang on. Was this the cloak?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got the
that's
first
one
one.
of the cloaks.
There's two
It's one of the
cloaks.
cloaks. So I don't need both the cloaks.
Yeah. But you won this one.
Yeah,
I
so-
won this one. The black one.
Yeah. A flamed mace made entirely of silver, decorated with engraved geometric designs with a spike at the base, and set with transparent gems at the base of each flange. I probably mispronounced that. Braxon, Finn, Ockar, and Solas want this. So
I might-
roll off.
You've got a good announcement voice for this. I'll give you credit.
Yeah, he sounds like he's doing an online auction.
genuinely do
Oh
have a good-
no, a 2. That's terrible.
Sorry, everyone else rolls
It's the
one.
maze.
And so Solas got that one with the 19, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
I need to find that other cloak and take my name off it.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get
Okay.
to that.
Number 64, an alabaster flask filled with an effervescent purple liquid. Finn, Lafdul, and Solas want it. It is the potion of magic enhancement.
Yeah, for some reason, Dualcaster wants this potion.
Yeah, I'm not winning that.
All right, so that's going to Solas.
That goes to Solas.
All right.
Next up, we have.
Wait.
You gotta let me announce it.
Yeah.
That
Finn
18
didn't
was
roll yet.
for this?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so the potion of
wait.
magic enhancement goes to you?
Yeah, it goes to Finn then.
Wow, sorry.
A ceramic flask filled with a thick, gritty gray liquid. It is a potion of growth. The ones that want this one are Finn, Ockar, and Solas.
I'm surprised Braxon doesn't want it, considering how much
Hang
it's
on.
been big.
Yeah, hang on. Is that a permanent potion?
No.
Oh, well,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
when Leva does a growth spell, it's just a potion form.
Let's roll off.
If we find a book that makes you grow, Braxon wants that.
It goes to Finnel. Next up,
You
The
sound like a moderator at a TV show.
that's what I'm going for.
It has a 100 points.
That's
This
what
is
I'm going
hilarious.
for. That's what I'm going for. Next up is the potion of pain suppression. It's between Lafdul and Solas. They really don't want to feel the pain anymore.
It's
Of
good
all
for
those arrows.
casting what Solas made an argument for. It's a good item.
Ah,
It,
Lafdul?
I
Yep.
mean, it's not certain that it works like that.
did you
No,
already?
it's-
Did you roll Solas?
Yeah.
That 9,
Then it
yeah.
goes to Lafdul.
Yay.
I don't know why he needs it when he can regenerate.
Hey, I can still cast spells.
Second is the protection from non-magical weapons scroll. Lafdul and Solas want this, so roll off.
Yeah, it's no wonder that party scary crowd wants to have all the protection.
It goes to Solas. Next up,
To
is
that,
the-
my correct question.
Yeah.
Why did none of the fighters want this particular scroll?
I was not interested, and I already claimed like a whole bunch of potions while everybody else wasn't looking.
Which one?
The
Protection from
protection,
magic.
non-magical weapons.
Non-magical. Oh,
I put in. Sorry.
I'm just, it's just a matter of interest on my part. Why none of the fighters would be interested in something like that?
I thought I already had one of those. Hang on.
It's a thing where I already claimed a whole bunch of potions. I didn't want to claim the scroll as well.
You know,
I'm
there's...
fine with whoever wins it, but I put interest in for it for when I'm like doing solo stuff and I'm against a load of enemies. I could use it and
I
run
see-
away without being
I
hit.
think.
I mean, Leva, let me tell you, I am shocked that some of these items come up and like 1 or 2 people have put down, because I'd be like, how has not the entire party put down their interest in that cube, for
Yeah,
example?
same for me. I've been shocked that there's so many.
I will let you know why. It's because
Well-
I have my magic item limit. Otherwise, I would take it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as,
I get
as a
Leva said
carrying
that
capacity.
she wouldn't do anything else but the book, and she got the book, and she's not going to do anything else. She actually removed her tick on several things.
Yeah.
She would have been interested otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly fair. I mean, again, it's entirely up to you guys. It just surprises me too sometimes. But hey, you know,
A glossy black stone mortar and pestle, good for grinding up even the hardest of materials.
I would
And Lafdul and Solas want this.
I would make suggestion if Finn and Lafdul are okay, we could also make this a company item.
Do you want to make all the utility items company items, like the pan that I've got that melts items in the?
That would also be potential company item.
You know,
Yeah,
you
why
can
not?
al-
I'm
you can
better with
also-
this.
You can also own an item and let other people borrow it.
Yeah, but we can also just make them company items, so there's no disagreements who gets to use it. Or
Well, what happens when you both want to use it at the same time?
Then you talk to each other, but the problem if
Yeah.
if it belongs to one person, then if ever that person leaves the group, then they take it with, and the group is without. If we decide that it's if we decide that it's a company item, and we have it in a public place and we use it, if somebody leaves, then it's going to stay there.
Well, here's what I think. We'll ask the 3 people who want it: Finn, Lafdul, and Solas. Do you want this to be a company item, or do you want to roll for it?
I'm okay with it being company item.
I'm good with it being a company item.
Yeah, so am I. This one.
It is a company property item now.
Give me a second.
Candidate has 100 points.
I don't know what I just feel nice doing this voice. Shut up.
No, it's good. It suits you. You've got a natural knack for it.
It's
A
fun.
large, thick iron bottle inlaid with silver runes, enclosed with a brass stopper inset with a complex pattern of silver patterns and symbols. And Lafdul and Solas want the Pokeball.
Yeah, Solas is interested in this because this might be able to use to be a seal of evil.
Then roll off for it, you buddies.
Lafdul doesn't know why he wants it. He just wants it because it sounds cool.
All right, Solas gets it.
Goes to Solas.
Old
I
question.
guess conviction wins in this case.
Yes, Leva.
Would this thing have held the corset that Leva got on one of her wild searches?
You will not know until you try it.
Oh, okay.
If
Time
Solas
for
is-
another wild search.
Yeah.
if Solas is honest, this sounds quite a lot of like an item that could trap, for example, genies.
Yeah.
That's the first you don't know of the day.
Next up on line 80, we have an oblong pale metal mace studded with nodules, set atop a white bone haft reinforced with metal bands. The ones vying for this are Braxon and Finn.
I took myself off since I got the otter mace.
Yeah,
Waiting
I'm
for
not
Finn.
investing and
So let's got that one.
No, that one went to Braxon.
Oh,
Oh, you got a mace.
And this is really powerful mace.
A mace of disruption.
Next up on line 85, a thin-bladed steel dagger with a greenish cast with a small crossguard shaped like insect wings
It's a
and set with
throwing
a
dagger,
polished
isn't it?
emerald on the pommel. It's designed for throwing.
Do
And
you-
Braxton and Lafdul want this.
I really want a throwing weapon. A magical throwing weapon.
Well, you gotta hope that Roll20 doesn't like Braxton
Yeah.
with that roll.
da-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-dum.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lafdul by the skin of his teeth!
That's like throwing up, and yeah, whoever catches it gets.
Next up on line 87, a thick ceramic jar with a golden honeysuckle scented oil inside. And the ones for this are Lafdul and Solas, who gets the oil of sight.
Oh, well, that's a hard number to beat.
Well,
It
it's
goes
that's
to
right.
Solas.
Didn't this happen before when I beat someone by 1?
Yeah, me.
Oh.
Oh, this beating someone by 1 has happened numerous times.
A ceramic flask with puce-colored liquid inside. A potion of superior healing. Lafdul,
Yeah,
Ockar, and Solas want this.
Yeah, I'm interested in having at least one healing potion.
It goes to Lafdul.
Yay.
Next up is on line 95. That would be the Priest Skull of Emil Summoning 2. And Finn and Lafdul want this.
And
It
Finn
goes
gets
to
it.
Congrats.
Finnel. Next up, we have the Priest
Wait.
Scroll of what?
Wait. Road 90. Who got that? Did Lafdul get it?
It went
Did
to
you want
Finnel.
it?
It went to Finn. And
Uh,
Finn rolled a
that-
13. Lafdul rolled a 6.
He's
Or
referring to a
90.
different item.
Oh, 90.
Uh,
I
Potion of
didn't.
invisibility.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
that just
got
goes
that.
to Lafdul. I already said that earlier.
Oh, I didn't write my name.
I said that earlier when we were going through the singles.
All right.
Sometimes someone's writing in the same. Sometimes someone's not doing it, so I'm just writing in my name.
Next
now,
one is
whenever
a
I see
free
them.
scroll of 3 spells with Cure Light Wounds, Protection from Gas, 5-foot radius, and Protection from Lightning. Lafdul and Solas want this one.
I'm
I'm
not
going to
getting it
Solas.
after all.
That just means I've got to spend the money on the spell registration. You don't.
It goes to Lafdul. Oh god. Next up is the pre-scroll of 5 spells with Remove Fear, Hold Animal, Thief's Lament, Compulsive Order. Written on a series of shining written on all that. It's for Lafdul and Solas.
It's Finn.
Oh wait.
Not Lafdul.
Oh, it's Finn and
Mhm.
Solas. Never mind. Finn? It goes to
Oh.
Solas.
Oof.
Braxon's going to give the mace to Finn.
Next up, a glass flask with a clear liquid inside. That's for Lafdul and Solas.
The
Potion of
other.
Potion of
see.
Clarity negates feeble-minded and grants
Didn't
true
you get the other
being.
one?
I'm taking my name off that mace.
Wait.
Let's
So
come
what
back
mace
to that.
first?
Let's come back to that, Braxon.
We'll get back
Yeah,
to
okay.
that. We don't want to. We
Did
don't
you-
want to mess up our order.
Keep going. Keep going.
Did you get the other site, or were
So,
you wanting both?
Lafdul and Solas. Who's getting the Potion of Clarity?
Well, I can give you the if I did. I get the site if I remember correctly. I can give this to you, that to you if I get this, since I don't like feeble-minded.
What? What?
This negates the feeble-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give the potion of the Oil of Sight to you if you take the.
Oh wait, the other one was site. Oh, general. Oh, this is feeble. No, I'm rolling.
There are
this
2
one.
potions of clarity.
Yeah, that's what I was getting confused.
I don't have
was it?
either of them having been distributed.
The other Potion
Yeah.
of Clarity. The other Potion of Clarity is later on.
All
If you
right.
guys want,
Well,
one
then,
person
yeah,
can
we
get this
roll.
one, the other one can get the other one.
All right. Well, we get one each.
Yeah, I can.
So
You
whatever you want.
Solas,
So I'll say Solas gets this first one, and Lafdul gets the one later on.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Solas is getting the glass flask or the alabaster flask?
Glass.
Glass.
yeah, since it's possible that the other one of these is cursed.
Yeah. I mean, if they both detect, it should be the same.
Okay.
Yeah, but cursed potions detect as the
Next up
potion.
is a glass flask filled with a transparent yellow oily liquid. Finn, Lafdul, and Solas want this. It's so good you can get a ring of it.
I took myself out of it.
Oh, then just Finn and Lafdul.
Oof.
It goes to Lafdul. Next is the alabaster flask filled with an opaque white liquid. Lafdul and Solas want this one. Who gets the elixir of life?
Well, not me with that roll.
It goes to Lafdul.
I mean, Lafdul might have rolled lower.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, the chances was so small that.
Next up is an alabaster flask filled with a pinkish red liquid. Finn and Ockar want this one. Time to roll off. I'm waiting for my dice. Come on, roll 20. It goes to Fiddle.
Since no one else was interested in, I tagged myself interested in that sleep breathing gas potion.
Let's see. Shining silver plate, 8 switch straight, protection from cold. Nobody marked themselves for that, so we'll skip it.
Sure. No, I'll put my interest down on it. I mean, if no
And
one
you
else
can
has,
have it.
because I don't have many protection skills.
And next up is a ceramic vial with a warm blue liquid, which is
Yeah,
sleep
I
gas. Only Solas wants it, so he gets it.
Yeah, since no one else wanted it, I tagged it.
A large
Yes.
stick.
Hold on just a second. The potion of sleep breathing?
Yeah.
So let's got that.
a large thick sack made of gray silk that has a number of large pebble-like objects within. Everybody except for Leva, Ockar, and Solas want it. So Braxon, Finn, and Lafdul, roll. It goes to Lafdul.
What mischief I can cause of seeds.
A 2-foot long rod of copper and ivory, tipped with amber stone on one end and topaz on the other end.
Yeah,
This-
Solas like to use this, so...
Finn, Lafdul, and Solas want this one. Roll off.
Be nice for me to have a damaging wand.
Well, that has to go to Lafdul.
Oh, what's the party done giving me this?
A long brown leather cloak with an odd clasp that will need to be modified for human use. Braxon, Finn, and Lafdul, roll off.
Braxon got the last one.
Oh, then
Yeah.
Finn and Lafdul, roll off.
Yeah, only wanted one.
It
Oh,
goes to
congrats.
Finn. Next up is the... Oh, I know. We figured out that you guys are just splitting the tubes.
Yeah, splitting the tubes.
Yeah, the
Let's
tubes
see.
will split. It's fine.
All right, so
I
let
guess,
me...
I guess we'll go through these empty ones. Does anybody want the...
Hold on, real fast. The sleeping tubes.
Sleep
So
powder.
17 to each of you. Solas and Lafdul.
Who am I split?
Yeah.
Yeah,
me.
that's fine. 17 each.
I
Let me
need
just
to
write
make a note
17
on my.
split between.
I just wrote 17 each there.
Just so we can get these out of the way, does anybody want the scroll of fire protection?
Yeah, if no one else is interested
Yeah,
in
no,
that.
I'll roll it off with someone.
And I got one of these already, so...
I got a protection from cold.
Well,
yeah,
don't
but
mind.
I got already protection from fire, so...
and Lafdul, you get it.
Alright, cool.
I don't need 2 protection from fires.
Does anybody
You
want the dwarven short sword with a gold hilt shaped like a boar?
I've got 3 short swords. No. Have I got 3?
Yeah.
Yes, 3.
Then we'll just leave it as selling.
I mean, well, the fighters can use a short sword. You can, and I've found.
I don't want it.
He has a limited number of items that he
yeah.
can have
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
And I can only have 4 weapons, and I have 4. A rolled up sheet of parchment with a gold ribbon. Scroll of protection from magic.
Well, if no one else is interested in...
Wait, scroll. Yeah.
Lafdul, so let's roll off. It goes to Solas.
Solas.
6 and 9, nice.
All right, hold
Next
on.
up is a
Hold on,
one-inch
hold on just a
figure of
second.
an owl.
Hold
Card
on just a
from
second. Let's see. Where was that? I need to get it.
You're having
moved
like a
over.
minor breakdown there, old. Having to write these down.
No, it's just like my list is not in the same order as yours. So I am sometimes having to go up and down and up and down, and so sometimes.
I said that in a humorous way, not in an interrogative.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know what's going on. So that the scroll of protection for magic went to Solas.
Solas.
Okay.
Solas.
And the fire protection earlier went to Lafdul.
Yeah, I got that.
A small 1-inch figure of an owl carved from a pale lime green stone. Braxon, Finn, Lafdul, and Solas. Roll off, please.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Braxton is not. Lafdul's not getting that.
It's almost like I'm fated not to.
The
That
owl
was-
goes to Braxton.
You know what's funny? I reckon that Aravan was like, no, you need to use your own stuff.
Next up is a bone flask filled with a gray, milky liquid.
Did Braxton just hoot?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's been doing it a
Yeah.
few times.
You
No, he
hooted
only hooted once.
hitting an owl. All right.
I only hooted once for getting an owl.
Okay.
Lafdul and Solas,
It-
please roll off for the potion of gaseous form.
You can make yourself a vampire or pretend to be one.
It goes to
Not
Lafdul.
me.
A gold disc-shaped brooch decorated with a leaping deer. A brooch of shielding. This Finn and Solas want this. This will keep people from bullying you with magic missiles and disrupt your spells.
Sadness.
Yeah. That's such an announcer kind of way
It
of
goes
saying
to
it.
Solas. Next up is the dark mahogany scepter bound with electrum and capped with a silver cloth fixture holding an obsidian sphere. Lafdul better not get this or I'm gonna be angry if he destroys our magic items.
One reason why I put tag on this was to prevent Lafdul from getting it.
Lafdul and Solas, roll off.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
It goes to Solas, we're saved!
Aravan's like, no.
Erevan doesn't want you to disrupt magic.
Lafdul's thinking, oh, come on, Aaron. I would have loads of fun with this. You know I would.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna go up and look at anything I missed, and we'll figure those out, okay?
All right, so there was a potion of clarity. One went to Solas, and the other went to Lafdul.
Yeah, I've marked myself on it.
All right, you're getting Lafdul. You're getting the one with in the alabaster flask, correct?
Yeah, an alabaster and clear liquid.
Okay, so there's a darkwood spear bound with green metal at regular intervals. Does anyone want that? It's combat and defensive and can deflect attacks. That is number 24. I'm going back through the list to figure out what we want to keep and what we're selling.
I guess we're selling.
Okay.
No one has spoken up for that one?
Right.
All right, hold on.
Which one again? What line are we on?
24?
24.
124.
No, 24.
Oh, you're going back to the top?
I'm going back to the top to go for the ones that nobody wanted.
I put sell in the line.
I would suggest that one of the fighters would take that spear of +3, since +3 weapons are really good. Even if
we're gonna get to it. Well, that had already been marked for sale. We'll go back through that later.
Yeah.
I mean, Braxon's got a Swiss Army knife of weapons.
Yeah, but
that's
+3.
That's +1.
Next up is the ceramic jar with the black oil and smells of rotting fish. Does anyone want the perfume that kills other people that are standing near
I'll
you?
take it. I'm not.
It goes to Lafdul, I guess. It kind of reminds me of that kind of what do you call it? That weird rotten fish stuff that you can buy in like Eastern Europe that is awful and will get you kicked out of your apartment.
Lutefisk?
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff that's put in lye.
You don't mean the surströmming, or what was it?
Surströmming.
Yeah,
that's basically what that makes me think of.
That gets you kicked out of Blade if you.
The prism. We still have it. Do we want to keep it as a trophy?
I think it's a silver champion, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'd say that we could keep it as a trophy for our trophy room / museum.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep that. So one. Okay, I'm
Would
just going
that be
to
company then?
Yeah. Okay, the standing wheel. Are we just gonna put that as company? That's on 58.
Solas wants nothing to do with that.
You're going all the way down to 58. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yes, Ebha will lug it around on her back.
Well, Braxon would rather destroy that because it's
It's
harmed people.
I would rather sell it to Gravs.
No.
I'm not going to put my foot down on it, but
Leva really wants it, so we'll keep it as a company item that she can just mess with.
I mean,
why doesn't Leva have it if Leva really wants it?
Do you
Sure, let's mark it as it's in Leva's. He keeps it in her room.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's an anti-thief thing. You see a thief in a room, he might just spin it for the sheer hell of it and curse himself.
What's going to happen is Leva's going to trip over while putting her boots on, and she's going to
get crushed.
Lean over and grab it and spin it.
I'm going to go down to item 77.
All right, real fast. Is the wheel? Are you actually like taking ownership of that, Leva?
Well, in that case, yes. If they want to sell it, yes. I mean, she didn't actually fight for it to be
I don't want it to be
the ship, just to have people then sell it.
No one exactly wants it other than Leva, but Leva really wants it and doesn't want it sold, so it goes to Leva.
Yeah, I would put down interest for it, only in the fact that I don't want it being sold. But if Leva is the same, then I'm fine with her having it.
Yeah, it goes to Leva.
All right.
Now, number 77, 8 thin-headed throwing javelins that actually can launch themselves. Anybody want them?
I mean, they sound really powerful.
77.
Hmm?
Did you say?
Yes.
With a command
Look.
word, so we got to put that on the sheet at some point.
What does that mean? Do you launch themselves with a command word? Does you use the command word and it launches itself?
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yes.
to think that you basically have them in like a sheath on your back, and you say the command word while you're bending over, and they launch out like rockets.
You still have to.
Wait.
Yeah, you do have to hold one.
How
Do you
much?
need the weapon proficiency for?
How much do they weigh?
You do suffer a non-proficient penalty if you.
I'm not interested now.
Well, that
Javelins
takes,
are not
if
that
you have to
heavy.
hold it in your hand, that takes care of Leva's
And
interest.
how much do they weigh? They are
Javelin is
2
2.
pounds.
I'm sorry?
Javelins
How
are 2
much?
pounds each.
£2 each.
All right, Braxon.
Leva will be, just wait for me, wait for me.
Hey, I never said I wanted them.
Oh wait, you didn't?
No,
Oh, all right.
I
Nobody's
don't
got
have.
any-
I don't have proficiency. I mean, you can. You can.
Yeah,
put
but it's
for
only
sale, and
-2 for a
yeah,
warrior.
for the warrior.
Yeah,
it's minus
warriors
350.
don't get that big of a penalty for non-weapon
Yeah, but
proficiency.
you
Plus-
basically. I'd basically be carrying around a flipping golf bag
You
full
already
of
are in that
javelins.
one mace.
I mean, you can always choose when you take them with you, and
Yeah, you
they
can-
are a magic weapon, so that means that they would hit with the magic.
Bonus.
Yeah,
So one would
Uh,
assume at the very least to be only a -1.
And you think you throw one and the rest launch?
no, you use one basically. You take it in your hand, use the command word, it launches themselves. Then you take another one and use the command word.
Yeah,
You
it doesn't
don't
give
have
you.
to
It
throw-
doesn't
you
give
don't
you
throw
a.
it. You hold it in your hand, and it launches out of your hands at the thing.
It doesn't give you a higher rate of fire.
Yeah, it's
You can still only make 1 attack per round with them, or whatever is appropriate for javelins, which is 1 per round.
Well, then, what does the launch itself mean?
It means
you
you don't throw
actually
it.
throw it.
It comes out your hand.
Yeah.
So you don't make an attack roll.
You do make an attack roll,
but it's magic.
but it's magic.
Okay.
You're not throwing
Okay.
it. It means that you can't throw it over something. Like a
And it
normal
doesn't-
javelin, you can throw it. You can arc it. You can't arc these.
But these also don't require your strength. These have different strength than normal javelins. Since normal javelins are based on your strength.
So it might be better for a non-fighter then.
Yeah, but not many of us can use them.
I mean, I can use them, but I've got a throwing dagger now, so I'm happy.
I mean, you don't always have to lug around all of the javelins either. You can take just one.
Yeah.
And then, like, have it strapped to your back in a quiver or something like that, and then, if it seems appropriate, use it.
I
Going to
actually
a
think
big dragon.
one of our fighters should take the warhammer that saves them from death.
Before we do that, are we selling the javelins or keeping them?
Well, if nobody
Um,
can use them, then we should sell them.
They can use them, but do they want to use?
Yes.
By the way, Old.
Mhm.
Do javelins count as against paladins weapons limitation?
The consumable.
As a group, yes.
I didn't want them in the first place.
Question. Could these be split up and given to different people?
Yeah.
So if Braxon took them, could we give them to like? We've still got 5 gifts or 4 dwarves or something.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
having NPCs use them
Look at it
because
this way,
they're
Braxon.
like they're
Okay.
only joining combat in mass combat situations, kind of thing.
If we get an ambush round, I could. If you're holding on to them, you could just hand me one, and I will throw one. I mean, Arca could throw one. Finn can use javelins or not?
All right, I'll take them.
I mean, you don't have to take them if you don't want to.
Yeah, don't take them. If you don't
Well,
want
they might be useful. would want to
Just
do
don't
some
forget
experiments.
I mean, considering that it says inflict powerful wounds on target, they sound really powerful.
Yeah. A long-hatted warhammer of unusual
all right,
design with a small but dense head.
Hold on. So are you taking them, Braxon?
Braxton's taking them, yeah.
Okay.
But
A long-hatted warhammer of unusual design with a small but dense metal head and a hat of pale wood. Minor combat bonus, you can save the wielder from death.
I
Anyone
already
wanna-
have too many melee weapons.
I don't have a blunt weapon.
But you have the ring of regeneration.
Yeah, but still blunt weapons are useful since some enemies don't take damage from
I'll be right
bladed
back.
weapons.
Can you use a warhammer?
I
Lafdul,
can
are
use
you
any
allowed?
weapon. I'm restricted
Okay.
because I'm a mischief maker. I can use a two-handed sword or a halberd or anything.
You just can't backstab with it if it's not a
Yeah.
weapon usable by
I'll
thieves.
It
take
saves the wielder. No,
from death. Yeah, you never know. If I'm fighting undead,
Leva
it might
could use that.
But you
I
have
mean,
to
these
actually be
days-
wielding it. You can't just have it like in a pack or in a belt loop or something like that.
Oh, that's
If I know I'm
picky.
fighting undead or something, then I'll probably bring it with me on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
I
I
mean-
will take the Hammerman.
All right.
I mean, unproficient with it now.
I mean, you can just use your next weapon proficiency for it.
You can always just deal with the non-proficient penalty. I
I'm
mean,
taking blue.
Yeah, that's also.
it is a magic weapon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a short-hafted battle axe with a narrow curved blade. It heals the wielder of wounds once per day and has a minor combat bonus.
I can't even use that, so
I already have a battle axe, so I'm not going for it. I guess we're marking that as selling.
Okay.
Braxon did say that he was a be right back.
All right. I want to come back to that then.
Yeah, maybe he wants that. 7. Going on to 83. 7-foot long spear of dark wood with a gleaming steel head and an unusual design. It's infused with negative energy, adds damage, chance of paralyzing, has a number of charges remaining.
Let's wait for Braxon.
Hang on. Yeah.
Are-
Then we'll backtrack. Braxton, are you interested in the battle axe that heals somebody once per day?
Battle axe. I thought that was a warhammer.
It's
What
a
line are we
battle-
talking about?
79.
79.
We moved,
Below
we
the
moved on to
Warhammer.
79.
The Warhammer has had the ability to save wielder from death. This has healing.
Yeah, Lafdul claimed the Warhammer.
Basically,
Yeah,
this
I
has
think. I
this has most likely
Hang on.
cure light wounds or something similar in it
Yeah,
once
hang
per
on.
day.
Hang on. Let me check my. Yeah, I've got battle axe and warhammer's proficiency, so I'll let me see what battle axe I've got, because I want to hand that on to someone.
No, the battle axe that you're using is the Rod of Lordly Might.
It's a plus
Yeah.
4.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, it heals the wielders of wounds once a day. As in, it could be
Yeah.
any.
Yeah. I'll have the battle axe, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to have more weapons than you can carry at the or have options.
It's entirely impractical for the guy who needs to be light on his feet, though.
I mean, you can still have more weapons. You just keep some of them in your room.
Yeah.
You don't have to carry every weapon with you.
No, I like the
Pretty
way
much.
I like the way it heals you once a day. That will
Mhm.
be. And Braxton's got a lot of hit points, so that he'd earn more hit points out of that.
Yeah, especially if you don't have to rely on actually hitting something.
Okay.
You might be able to just use that as just an impromptu heal.
Next up.
7-foot long spear of dark wood with gleaming steel head and unusual design. It's the one that's infused with negative energy.
Can we even use this?
Before we
use
go
it.
on to that, can-
No, this is not the true neutral spear.
Isn't it?
before
Wait,
we
hold on.
before
Yeah,
we
Braxton.
before we go on to that, I want to give number 80 the mace to Finn, because I've got something against undead, and I don't think Finn's got anything against undead.
Are you good with that, Finn?
He stepped away.
Well,
Okay.
it is marked for Finn on the list.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll move down to the spear then. Anyone interested in the negative energy spear?
Can we even use it?
Fighters can.
Fighters could.
I could use
I-
it, but I
I already
think
have
I
a good
want
spear,
more.
so I don't want it. It would be Braxon. Do you want a spear that's infused with negative energy?
Druids can use
No,
spears too.
Braxon. Braxon think that was evil. Finn,
Ah,
Finn thought he couldn't use it.
if it's depends how it's
This is not the
So-
true neutral spear. The true neutral spear is the next one.
Yeah, but I mean, druids can use spears. Whether he can use this particular spear, that has not been determined.
By the way, just a message from Finn where he says he's okay with the mace.
Okay, so Finn gets the mace.
Thanks.
I think this is either destroy or sell.
destroys.
Yeah,
It's
because the
infused
negative energy is usually pretty evil.
Is there any way to find out what that does?
It paralyzes someone.
Oh,
It-
it just paralyzes something.
Well,
And that's damage.
it also has negative energy infused in its blade when it hits.
Also, it's like a ghoul touch kind of thing. Well, I don't know.
Like, does it drain levels or turn people into undead or anything?
We don't
Braxton
know.
would want to
It
destroy
adds. It does extra damage and has a chance of paralyzing.
And it's got a number
Oh,
of
sorry.
charges,
Actually,
so
I misread something when I gave you that description. It's a saving throw versus paralyzation, but it doesn't
If you-
paralyze. It enervates, which is a temporary level loss.
Oh,
A temporary level loss, so not a permanent one.
Yeah. This emulates the enervate spell. No, I'm not interested.
Solas gets bad vibes from it.
No, what if
So
it's
bad
temporary?
that they are negative.
Do we know? Would we know what happens if you give someone a negative level when they're like first level? Does it kill them?
It's temporary.
Probably.
You don't know what happens when it's temporary. Typically, if it's permanent, then yeah, they become undead.
Okay, because what I want to do is not have a weapon that turns people into undead.
You don't know what happens when. I mean, none of you know enervation, so.
Okay.
Just
Okay. Braxon might have it if no one else wants it, or we can sell it.
Okay.
I mean, if someone's getting bad vibes from it and they feel it should be destroyed, you don't have it doesn't have to be evil. It's
I
okay to
have-
just be like, I don't like this. I think this is bad. I don't think this is something
I've
that should
got
be around.
detect
I think you should
evil
destroy it.
memorized. I can cast detect evil, see if it's evil.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
I will cast detect evil.
All right. It is not registering as evil.
Alright, is any of our items registering as evil? Can I? I don't know if that's cheating to say.
You have to do one item at a time because you have to focus and concentrate.
Yeah, for round.
Alright.
I will cast at this point no alignment on the mace I got.
The mace
Why
you
do-
got.
what?
Yeah, the one that my potentially has intelligence since it has huge number of powers.
Well, before you do that, if Lafdul's done detect evil, how many rounds does that work for?
1 second, I'll have to check the spell.
Because I was going to say you could just do the ones we know do necromancy.
I think that's a turn.
Detect evil is 1 turn plus 5 rounds of level.
That's a lot.
It's gonna last throughout the thing.
We'll be here till 10 o'clock.
Yeah, no, I don't think with that, then you can basically check anything within reason. Solas, you're that does not. Were you going to cast no alignment as well?
Yeah, no alignment.
Yeah, it does not register in alignment.
I scan it for detect evil. Sure, why not?
It does not detect as evil.
Yeah, okay.
It might not have any intelligence.
So, Braxton, did you want the negative energy spear?
Yeah, I think Finn should go for the other spear
Oh, was the negative energy spear? Yeah, it wasn't evil, so it had no vibes.
I mean, it uses negative energy, but it's not
I meant
strictly
in
speaking
the
evil.
detection mechanic.
So the 7-foot spear with a haft of nut brown wood and a long, oddly shaped golden head.
Well, hold on,
Finn,
hold
did
on,
you want
hold on,
this?
hold on. So, Braxon, are you taking that spear?
Yeah, I'll take it. I don't know if I'll use it every time, but I'm figuring that's good against a big bad evil guy.
Is there a connotation associated with knowing what a weapon does when you use it?
In what way?
If he knows a weapon, if he's a good alignment and he knows he uses a weapon that's particularly bad, does he suffer an alignment hit for it?
Well, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was
Hang on.
like,
Whether that
you need to
applies
be
in this
careful.
situation, that's another question. But yeah,
Considering
if
how
you're
close you are.
if like if you have a 9 lives stealer sword, yeah, that's not a good act to use that. You know, or you had some weapon that every time it hit, it like caused
Like a Solas
horrific
summon.
permanent wounds or something like that, or you know, yeah, I mean, if you use an item that it's not good to use it, then yeah, you suffer the consequences. Whether that applies to this spear, that's
Hang
another
on a
question.
minute. I weren't interested in this spear. Now it's a spear that's going to screw up my alignment.
I didn't say that. I'm specifically saying that you
was-
don't know whether it does or not.
I was asking
Okay,
for
so
clarification. So you can
if I
make
use it and
onto-
if I use it, it turns out to be awful, then I get away with it the first time because I didn't know, and then I'll destroy the spear.
Yeah, if you don't like what it does when you use it, then you can destroy it.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we?
I probably would have gone for that second spear if I was going to go for a spear, but I think that would be better for Finn. But I think Finn thought that he couldn't use that. You back, Finn?
Yeah, I'm back.
No. There's this true neutral spear that only Finn is possible from alignment side.
Yeah. But yeah, let's continue.
Can druids use spears?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
well,
can't
in
use
that
it.
case, I'll
7-foot
take them.
spear with a haft of nut brown wood and the golden head. Do you want that, Finn?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
Since that spear is something that when otters touch that, they got damaged.
Okay.
What
Talk-
about the other spear that they taught me into taking? Would you be interested in that?
No.
Okay.
Finn took the true neutral spear.
Yeah, I got that written down.
The pillow and golden blanket.
Company items.
Company item.
Company items. Okay. And I think that's it.
How awkward is a spear to carry with you?
We have the dwarven short sword.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I've got.
I
3
think
short
that already
swords.
got put down to sell.
Uh,
Real fast. Spears can be fairly like it depends on what you're carrying. It's a 7-foot long spear, so it's like having a pole on your back.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking the +3 because it would offset my non-weapon proficiency.
I mean, you can always, when you go on sneak trips, leave it with the group.
So
It's a
real
bit-
fast. There was a potion of rainbow hues. Was that taken by anyone? Steel
No, I
flask
don't
filled
think
with
it was.
pitch black syrupy liquid.
No, it was not.
No one was interested in that.
All right.
Is
Glass vial with a bright purple fluid inside. Potion of magic resistance. Was that taken by anyone?
Solas, didn't
Yeah.
it?
I took the potion of magic resistance.
Okay.
Since no one
Okay.
else was interested in it.
I didn't get that marked down. Okay.
Can I? There's no real check on this, but I'm asking maybe for an intelligence check. Could I guess, an educated guess, whether if I hue myself like black or green, would that give me a stealth bonus? A hide in shadows.
So it also lets you do multiple colors.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
could make
could I
camouflage colors.
It wouldn't strictly be camouflage, but yeah, if you make yourself green and brown and stuff like that in a forest environment, I might give you a bonus to hide in shadows. I mean, I'll take it into account based on what the environment is and stuff like that and what's going on.
And what colors you decide.
I will say, yeah, there's a chance that you would get a bonus with that. It can also be used for like not exactly disguising, but you could make your clothes be bright and cheery if you wanted to pass as pompous or something like that. Like
Oh, I just remembered an item that we haven't decided on yet. The dwarven short sword. Did we want to sell that or keep it? Okay, selling.
And it does look like it looks like Lafdul got disconnected.
Yeah, and Lafdul already said that he has so many short swords.
And the career helm. Did we want to sell that?
I think we can sell it.
Okay.
But can we sell it here? I don't know. I think we have to wait till we get somewhere where
we have to wait most likely until we encounter next arcane.
Oh, I'm just gonna mark them both as sell.
No one else put Lafdul down. No one else put interest down in the potion rainbow hues.
Oh, is that Lafdul coming back?
Yep.
Hello.
You're back.
Hello.
I don't know what happened there.
Probably just an internet glitch. All right, so you're getting the potion of rainbow hues?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I put down in just because I don't know if it would help and stuff. I'll just have to see if it does.
It can. I'll put it that way. It can. It's not that it will. It can.
All right, no, that's good enough for me.
I mean, it depends. It depends completely if you choose the right colors, for example.
Where are we in the sheet now? Are we on 100?
I'm at 89 currently doing the potion of hue.
We went through everything.
I need to put the potion of the blanket down into ship items. Give me a second.
The aquatic spirit's nice, but it's so impractical for me to carry.
I mean, again, you can when you go sneaky stuff, you can leave it with the group.
No, it would be pushing me into modern encumbrance.
I mean, the Mage is pushing me into encumbrance also. Since it's 10, it's weight.
I mean, you can also leave it in your room and just choose whether you take it on a expedition kind of thing.
Yeah.
You don't always have to take everything with you.
Which is why I said that having options is a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's basically everything then.
All right, now I'll put myself down for the spear then.
That's the Spear of Warning, right?
Yeah. Normal charges.
All right.
I mean, we won't find ourselves in an underwater situation, so the spear would be good in that scenario.
All right, so it's yours.
And the +3 is really good in any situation.
I know that on the way back, I would like to put each of the command word items that we have on the list onto the slate to figure out what they are.
All right, so you'll have basically 2 days before, like, I mean, one full day, and then the following day is when you'll arrive. So you get 2 opportunities before we'll be wrapping up the session and handle what happens when you get to Orvan next time. So that's 2 days worth of trying the slate. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Old?
Yeah.
During those 2 days, I would recharge my Wand of Fire and Wand of Lightning Bolt both twice.
Okay. Let me know after the session.
Okay.
Okay. So, what do you want to put on the slate?
I want to do the Ring of Teleportation first.
Okay, who took that?
That was Solas.
Yeah, we can check it.
All right, so you put the ring on, and that is a ring of blinking, and the command word is Followak. I will write that in.
Oh, ring of blinking. That's cool.
And let's see. Okay. So what do you want to put on next on the same day?
Well, I guess the carp, if possible.
It does not give you a result.
Then,
You can either put something else on, or wait until the next day.
I'll pick something out. Braxon's cloak, the black one.
That does not give you a result either.
The silver ring with the lime green augulite.
That does not give you anything either.
Then I'll just wait till the next day.
Let's try the long bronze utensil with 2
We'll do
pointed
that.
bronze.
The what?
The long bronze utensil with 2 pointed bronze that needs command word and can be placed
Doesn't
at
give you anything.
intersection. Okay.
All right. So the following day, what do you want to put on?
Carp.
Okay. That is, and who got that? That was Solas again.
Yeah.
Solas.
Okay. That has 2 command words, and that is a silver carp figurine of wondrous power. And the 2 command words are Paresk and Farska.
What item was that, sorry?
The carp.
Alright.
I'm writing those command words in.
Which command word is for which power?
That you don't know. That you will have to try out. Figure that out.
Let's see. We don't have the exact identification in here. It seems like there's something. It's not written completely.
For what?
For the carp.
It has multiple powers, which indicates that it the different powers are.
Yeah, we have. Well, the second is reflects light of its scales to blind creatures, but the first is to grow 2 feet, and if placed in sufficient quantity of what is not mentioned in here.
Quantity of water.
So there's what does it do when it's put into the water?
Well, you'll have to try, won't you?
Well, it's been identified, so.
What do you have specifically written down for it?
First one will cause the fish carp to grow to 2 feet, and if placed in sufficient quantity, Ockar just said water, so I added that, but I don't know if it was correct. And then it continues. If instead it is held in the air, a stream of fresh water will pour out of its mouth.
Yeah, it purifies water.
Okay.
Oh, so it either purifies water you put it in, or it spits out clean water.
If you put it in water, it purifies it.
And if you keep it in the air, it streams water.
Would that be any good for firefighting?
Maybe. You'll have to see what the like the force
Don't
of the
you
water
have
is.
One, the fire extinguishing
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you may have forgotten about at some point.
And for the second power, it was reflects light of its scales to blind other creatures.
Yeah.
That's technically a 3rd power.
Ah.
All right, but with
the
that,
first one is those purifying water or the pouring water out of its mouth.
it can do both those. Those are separate powers.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you guys, shortly after you get that second set of command words, or the pair of command words for the silver carp, you do arrive at Orvan, begin taking your ship down and docking, and that is where we're going to call it a session. So next time, we'll see what happens when you guys get to Orvan. Vordon is definitely saying that he needs to, meet with his uncle, and he is quite sure that his uncle will want to speak with you guys as well. So that will be coming next week. If there's any little things that you want to do in the last basically day before you arrive, that's fine, and you guys can change up all your spells.
If I can cast...
Hold on. And if you can just set all your hit points to max. I'm assuming that there was some healing done, and stuff like that. So
did I regenerate the damage from the thing, or did I actually have to use magic?
From touching the spear?
Yeah.
You did not regenerate that.
Oh.
I mean, it scorched you. It scorched you.
Yeah, it was heat.
Oh, it's far.
It was heat.
All right, fair enough.
On the final day, if it's possible, I will use mending on the ship again.
Yeah, so one more hull point, and that'll be it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, I'll add that on now.
So when we come back next time, the party has done some item identifying and distribution, finally.
Yeah, that was a lot of items we had to go through today.
Yeah, well, part of it is because you kind of sat on a whole bunch of items between situations when you could have done some distribution. So my recommendation is to do that distribution a little bit more promptly, if you can. And when we come back next time, we'll see what awaits you back at Orvan. I want to thank you guys for playing, and I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We will be back next time.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game.
Take care, everyone.
See you then, everyone.
We don't get XP?
Not this time, because it was mostly just the distribution of items. We'll do it next time. Because next time you'll probably be done here and actually leaving the sphere. So
less note taking for me needed.
Yeah. All right. See you next time, everyone.
See ya.